no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that one, that is how we from.
This where we from, where the love, the people, the music, we all come as one. What have you done? Folks, they just talking like they are just bosses or something. I got problems day to day, my people dying. Got my family watching, any haters writing. Just realize I'm in a better place. Gonna write it out till I'm finished, man, and that's work. Niggas now talking like they gonna do it bigger. Hey, your lady in the back, now they hurt. Dog, look at that, try to blow up a cell while she all on T. Wait, I've been on the grind, so it's all on me. What's the steez? People try, but it can't complete. I be damned if I ain't the one that can't complete. Cause I came from a place where the bombs to see. Real talk. Nothing can stop me. Boy, what are you doing? The game is so clueless. Where's that new? Where's that Tito? I had to take a break for a few. I thought I had lost it. Found my passion, found a girl, break my heart. Swear to God, when I start realizing I'm a beast with it. Everybody gonna eat with me, go down, have a feast with me. For my day one, A1s. Pretty girls don't care what people think. On the news, people dying on day to day. Mess around, be a shirt or a poster. So I don't got time now. Be playing with you, wanna be ravaged, yeah, I'm on now. What you thought now? I can't do it like that, you a lame. Got all this game and I still ain't the same where I came from.
Ross is my name.
Never dies. Ha! It's not the Maybach, it's the ugly Maybach. Cross that shit out. Blister, nigga. Let's go. Turn a housewife into a hoe into a housewife. Bitch, that's how it goes. Make a stripper clap that ass like it's movie time. Tell that porn bitch to give me head like it's FaceTime. I'm ahead of you cats, it's bag time. Catch me at the table counting like it's money time. Cake, 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 I'm feeling great, great. Now got me enough to get a sky scrape. Yelling checkmate. Dreams about fucking Rihanna. Maybach, but I'm driving a Honda. Sometimes life could be a problem. God told me if I pray, I could solve them. I'm on my Raekwon shit. Purple tape in that bubble Lexus. Never crashing, high off the passion. Doing things that you only could imagine. Take it one day at a time. Keep it real simple, cause I don't waste mines. Iced out medallions. Got a nigga chillin' on the island. Styling, my nigga stay wildin'. My cousin H2 coming with a brick of thousands. Hold up, little nigga. This shit's for big niggas. Automatic finger on the trigger. Laying out any size nigga. So go ahead and figure. A million fans like I'm Mac Miller. Yo, it's a party over here. We spilling bottles over here. Porsche 911 over here. I'ma need a garage over here. Don't talk crazy if you don't want crazy. These punchlines will have you pushing up daisies. These punchlines will have you driving Miss Daisy. These punchlines will turn you skinny in and Pat Swayze. And I'm an 80s baby. You young rap niggas take notes, baby. I rap niggas like a Mayweather. Pound for pound, man, I'm the ugliest.
Frost is my name.
Fuck going on, there's a whole lot of ice shit going on.
Gang, man, gang. 20 gang, 20 gang. If it ain't 20 gang, it ain't nothing.
Underdogs winning. What the fuck they talking? Hey,
If it ain't 20
underdogs
gang, it ain't winning, man.
Underdogs winning.
Ooh, it's true. Gas all I smoke, backwards what I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. I get fly for no reason, never I commit treason. Fuck the bitch that I'm leaving, already I'm bleeding. Ooh, dropped out, I ain't stay in school. Make mines, had to break the rules. Fast cars and fancy jewels. Front on me, you gon' make the news. That's a bet for show that. Just letting you know that I be low where your hoe at. Show me where the dough at. I roll around, I hold it down to the ground. I run the town, go 100 miles, got 100 styles. Be running wild while the money pile. Gas all I smoke, backwards what I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. I'm sauced up, I'm dripping, I'm bossed up, I'm pimping. I'm double cupping, I'm sipping. Them niggas hating and tripping. I'm taking all of they bitches, I'm making all of my riches. I handle all of my business, then peel off with the quickness. Lord, can I get a witness? Buy everything expensive, there's food for thought for them dishes. Be careful with your wishes, you never know how far I go. Hold tight, won't let it go. No one else got a better flow, get better and better hoe. Gas all I smoke, backwards what I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no. Gas all I smoke, backwards where I roll. 45 on my side, devil want my soul. Bad bitch in the ride, go wherever I go, do whatever I want. She don't ever say no.
Frost is my name. Frost is
some pressure, I came to address it. He pussy, I know that he hiding up. My name is not Nate, but I got me a Drake. When I catch him, I swear that I'm robbing some. For a Nick, my shooters will pop at him. Leave him dead for the Jakes, how I'm vlogging him. Homicide detectives and officers sliding them charges, you better call coroner. All this money got my arms so as fuck. That bitch hella think I'm adoring her. Nigga ain't from the side, he a foreigner. Fuck what they talking, my nigga, I'm going up. From the streets, you stayed on that corner. I said to my bread, I might buy back the corner. Double up just in that order. Learn from the OGs and forces. Keep my head up above the water. Ducking informants, niggas be looking like Rex. Asking me this and all that. Get the fuck back. I keep a fire on deck, so please don't think like that. Matter of fact, let's pray for him. Niggas be talking shit and still ain't doing it. All this money got my arms so as fuck. That bitch hella think I'm adoring her. Nigga ain't from the side, he a foreigner. Fuck what they talking, my nigga, I'm going up. From the streets, you stayed on that corner. I said to my bread, I might buy back the corner. Double up just in that order. Learn from the OGs and forces. Keep my head up above the water. Ducking informants, niggas be looking like Rex. Asking me this and all that. Get the fuck back. I keep a fire on deck, so please don't think like that. Matter of fact, let's pray for him. Niggas be talking shit and still ain't doing nothing. They play talking. Niggas ain't hard to find. You think we blind until that stick touch him. Got him laying in the closed coffin. Had his mama grieving about the boy often. Should've told him, but I guess the boy lost it. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool. Think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move. Think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. I want that shit in all cash. Young nigga gotta keep a big bag. Spit out the rest, make them last. Going full speed, I can't crash. These rats make her do her dance. Tell a nigga don't play, he can take his chance. She wanna fuck one glance. Bitch put down my pants. Lost the rock like Nemo. Money on my mind, my ego. This shit don't get simple. Come check the credentials. Get head in the back of the rental. Don't get slapped, you get popped like a pimple. I ain't broke like Jock, bitch, get no ride. Put it up with some vibes. Come on, one time. This shit gon' blow, they mind. GVS, leave a nigga blind. They hit him on sight, no crime. So you better keep that eye. Money focus on the future, nigga. This drip on look futurist. They gon' love this like Cuban hit 'em. Can't deny this real. Going 8 shit, no zoo. Them bitches coming too, tell them to bring their crew. When I walk, I'm a big stepper. These ain't my jealous, but they still cost a grip. Boy, that's it. Riding with a tool, think we fools, boy, we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event. Riding with a tool, think we fools, but we lit. Say you gotta move, think we cool, you a lick. Got some real steppers and they reppin' not the six. Want my money all when I slide in the event.
Ross is my name.
Hitting home runs, walking through the bases. Haters can't take it cause they know I'm about to make it. Had this feeling every time, ever since I was a kid. Plans to get cake, can't wait on birthdays. People on the grind, gotta eat both ways. If I don't make it, I be gone to November. Cooking for your soul like grandma Sunday dinners. Room full of winners, wait, it's just me. Rappers are pretenders, they not what they seem. I be back chillin', relaxing with my team. If it's not beneficial or it ain't about the cream, yo, I leave. Keep on living and let the past die. Not
Hold up. What's going on, everybody? Hold up. Y'all seen everything I just went through. Let's get the chat back up here. Let's get the chat. Can everybody hear me okay who is in right now? I'm going to get the chat back up. Thank you guys for the mishap, man. Had a fuse blow, you know. You know how that go. Let's get this chat up here, man. Okay, where's Restream? We're going to get the chat back going. Close. Let's open the chat. Bingo. Now we should see. Bam. There we go. Chat is back. Yo, and I seen a bunch of you guys messaging me, so I'm going to give about a minute. We want people to come in. Thank everybody for tuning in for NickMoses05 PodCast. Have we been growing like crazy? Woo! Love it. Martinez, what's up? Scotty Parker in the house. What's going on, Scotty Parker? Martinez, I like introductions to streams because it's interesting to listen to music from other sides of the world. Yo, Martinez, those artists are people that I know personally, man. I like to reach out. If anyone has music or anything that they want people to hear, let me know about it. I will make sure to get that out so everybody can hear that music. Those artists were Bumpy J, I believe Tito, and also Blister. Those are the artists. Okay. Thank you guys. Okay. So Facebook is not an assist. Oh gosh. Hold on. We got to check this. Facebook. Oh, hey, look, Dead Specimen. What's going on? So guys, is Facebook good? Are we good on Facebook? Okay. I just went to Facebook. Let me go ahead. Okay. Seems like we're good on Facebook. Let me know, guys. Are we good on Facebook? My Facebook heads out there. How you guys doing? Extra spicy with the drink. Oh, my goodness. And we're going to get into the subjects today. Let me go ahead and flip screens here, okay? Let me get that. That's a little better, okay? So you guys can see the subjects and know what we're talking about today. Timer's still going on Facebook, okay? I see it good. Okay, Bedhead Gaming, what is up? That is, oh, Bedhead, don't stop, man. You're going to make me shed a little tear, man. We go way back like Ajax, Flapjacks, Cracksacks, Crackerjacks. What else? We go back like everything, man. I appreciate it. Oh my God, that drink. Woo! I should have made that one. That was, woo. What's face Alchemy Gaming? What is up? Yo, Alchemy, I'm glad you're here because when we get to talking about SX, you can go ahead and chime in, man. You always got great stuff to say. Shane, what is going on? And Dead Specimen except for Oculus. 2 years now, man, I know. And you guys, Bedhead Gaming, he's here. This is my man. He has a lot of things he live streams. So if you like watching, you know, people play games, I definitely recommend everyone listening right now. Go to Bedhead Gaming. My man is entertaining. He speaks to everyone that comes in and everything, man. Love him to death. We go back years. So, yup, timer is at 18 minutes on Facebook. So I got some people saying Facebook is fine. And I got some people saying, okay, Facebook's up and working. Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and check. Okay, I got Facebook good. Okay. So we're going to go ahead, man. I already didn't waste enough time. I had a fuse blow. So for those who tuned in and wonder what the hell happened to the stream, blew a fuse, okay? Everything just went, pew, gone like that. So I brought everything back up, drinks ready and everything, man. So we're going to kick into it. I got a lot to talk about. And you guys see the subjects today just to go over. For those who are listening, I'm going to pull this over a little bit, okay? We have a lot of people who also listen via podcast. So I want to go ahead and speak of all the subjects we're talking about today, and then we'll get into them. You're restricted from sharing, Bedhead. I'm gonna get somebody to take care of that. Okay, I got some people, okay, to help me. We gonna make sure you can share, like everything. And anyone, if you have any problems with sharing the content, liking it, anything, let me know. I got a team of people. Joe, my man Joe here has been holding down the page. Okay, I don't like putting Joe on blast like that, but Joe, you on blast. Joe be holding it down. You got a problem, talk to Joe, and Joe gonna straighten you out. Okay, so anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. First, we're just gonna run through the subjects really quick. First thing is KFConsole. We're going to be talking about this KFConsole that's coming out. Kentucky Fried Chicken gaming. Yes, it is real. It is not an April Fool's joke, okay? We're also going to be talking about the Nintendo Giga Leak. Not going to cover a lot. We've been speaking about these Giga Leaks forever, okay? So I don't want to keep just rehashing the Giga Leak, but every time something good comes up, I got to speak about it, okay? And we're going to go on for that to your best Christmas moment. You guys are going to laugh your asses off when you hear mine. But I want to hear when you guys call in. I want to hear that best Christmas moment, and only gaming related. You can mention something else, but this is a gaming podcast. Okay, so I'm sure everyone here from old to young has a Christmas moment with something with gaming that is just, they love. And I'm going to go over that. Next, we got investors sue CD Projekt. We're going to talk about the Me Renderer website, which has been a thing, but it's been updated. So we're going to speak about that. No more SX mod chips. What is going on? Oh, God. Oh, kill me, Lord. Oh, No, I don't think it's really the case, but we're going to talk about the SX mod chips and everything that's going on with that. Halo Xbox 360 shutdown. We're going to speak about these Halo titles. And this is for 2021, guys. So I want you to think Halo getting shut down right now for Xbox 360, but we're going to talk about that. And then after that, we're going to talk about campaign funds being spent on Steam games, and we'll cover that. Okay, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I want to make sure I got you guys here on chat because I love to see you guys, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start it off right. KFConsole. Yo, has anybody heard about this KFConsole? Anybody? I see Martinez. Imagine a handheld from KFConsole. Oh, my goodness. So, for those that are listening, I'm going to speak about this KFConsole, but for those who watching, you get to see it. Let's go ahead and flip screens, shall we? Okay, I got to get to the right screen. Excuse me, I always mess this up. Oh, I got it right first try. Okay. No, this is not a joke. It is a real deal. KFC has partnered with Cooler Master. And guys, correct me on any of this if I'm wrong. But KFC and Cooler Master teamed up to make the KFConsole. Okay. And I like KFConsole. I see some people say KFConsole. But for those who don't know, KFC is now trying to really step hard into this gaming realm. From what I know, there was, I think, a streamer who did KFC gaming. I'm not sure if it was part of Kentucky Fried Chicken or not, but this dude had buckets on his head and did the whole nine, okay? But they're now introducing a console. So we're going to go over it real quick, okay? This console specifically says the KFConsole has arrived. Forged from the fires of the KFC ovens and built by Cooler Master. From the ground up, there has never been a tastier way to experience the latest titles in stunning 4K, 240 frames per second. Oh gosh, look at all those people that love you love chicken, you're just jizzing right now, okay? You know what I mean? Chicken does it. So let's go ahead. I want to speak about this console, and the reason I want to talk about it is because with all the consoles coming out, how many people believe this is even going to be a success or a thing? Is this a hoax? Okay, what do you guys think? But world's first built-in chicken chamber. Yes, you can now, by the time you finish and get your victory royale on Fortnite, you'll have fried chicken ready to pull out at the same time. Just think about that, okay? Victory royale, fried chicken. Oh my goodness, put them together. Woo, we got a banger. I'm telling you, this chicken just looks so crispy. Okay, that I might buy the damn console if, especially, don't come with a special seasoning. Like, imagine you get the console and now it comes with seasoning. So not only do I get to make chicken, I get to make the real KFC chicken. Damn the log. You can keep the damn log. I don't need the log. I can make real chicken while playing the game. Oh my goodness, I see Chelsea's World seems like a joke. I know, it does seem like a joke, but you can look at the top. landing.coolermaster.com/KFCconsole. Don't believe me? Type it in Google, okay? And Scott Parker, imagine the greasy controllers afterward. Oh my God. Yo, Scott, I didn't think about that, man. Maybe they're gonna have they should have gloves. Just give a bunch of little plastic gloves, man, so that way you can play, and then, right after that, you take your gloves off, tear up your chicken. You know what I mean? Too good to be true, but never risk letting your chicken go cold again, thanks to the patented chicken chamber. Utilizing the system's natural heat and airflow system, you can now focus on your gameplay and enjoy hot, crispy chicken between rounds. Oh my gosh. So they're saying utilize. So that means this console heats up so damn hot that you're going to be frying chicken. Now just imagine if you burnt the chicken. Like, how am I going to play the game? That's something they need to talk about. Maybe there's going to be a button there that you hit and say, oh, stop chicken. You know what I mean? Just, hey, chamber, eject chamber. Then bam, chicken comes out. Maybe it comes out automatically. Maybe it's ready for you. Oh my goodness. So anyways, let's continue. Built and designed by Cooler Master. At Cooler Master, we're wired different. We go way beyond the outside of the box to deliver the cutting edge performance with a touch of class. Our expert mod team, led by the legendary Swedish craftsman, Timeplay. Is that Timeplay? Hold up, no. Tim Pillay, set about building this awesome beast, and boy, did he deliver. And man, I'm going to tell you, he delivered. If this is real, I'm still saying this. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. If you guys want to know, I don't believe it. It's impossible. My dream cannot come true overnight. Kentucky Fried Chicken's not doing that. The chicken looks delicious, though, I must admit. But I just don't think it's happening. That's just me, okay? But damn, that would be a dream come true. So next, only the best. Housed in a custom Cooler Master NC100 chassis, we needed something small, but mighty, and that's just what we got. At the heart of this beast of a machine is the Intel NUC 9 Extreme Compute Element. I don't know if that's NUC, NUC, whatever, you guys think too. Keeping space down and driving performance that's mere mortals could only dream of. Core i9. Now look at here. So what I'm hearing is the KFC console runs better than the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5. I mean, that's what I'm taking from this. You guys let me know. Oh my God, that drink. Wow. Woo. Okay, so never miss a shot. Discover a level of gameplay you didn't know was possible with ASUS powered graphics that runs battery smooth, keeping tearing and frame drop a thing of the past. With a first of a kind, hot swappable GPU slot, the KFC console will stay the most powerful console for generations to come. Now, I do like the idea of a removable GPU slot because then you can upgrade the GPU as long as you have something that's compatible. Great idea, okay? Don't know how it's going to work. Don't know. Let me go to some comments. I like to read the comments as well. I think it'll sell like how the Xbox original sold. Enough to warrant a sequel, but not enough to call it a success. Dead specimen. That's a good analogy there. So, Martinez, I am curious what other uses for the chicken chamber will be found. Oh, my God. Yo, you're going to have more than just chicken. Somebody going to be baking cookies. Somebody else is going to fry shrimp. You might have some, shish kebabs you pull out. It's going to be a whole nine, okay? Sony will do a sushi. Joe, you wow. If a sushi one come out, I'm done. I don't even eat sushi, but I might have to get that. A mod chip for the KFC console. Joe, if we get a mod chip for the no, we will get a mod chip. Ain't no way. You telling me hackers. I know a lot of hackers get stoned. Don't be playing. Okay, and hackers, they definitely want to eat some fried chicken right after hacking something. I don't doubt that. Me, myself, if I hack something, okay, and I'm stoned, the chicken is the perfect out. Okay, it's like, bam, try it, played it, chicken. It's perfect to me. Okay, I don't see how it would even go any other way. But never run out of space for games. Unleash the performance of PCIe NVMe speeds that are 6 times faster. Boot games up in seconds and instantly access data while loading games. We've taken your data to the next level of performance, reliability, and efficiency with 2 Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte SSDs. 2? So you're telling me you give me 2? So I get chicken. I get 4K graphics. I get 240 frames per second. I get 2 terabytes. I get everything, and I get fried chicken with it. Don't believe it. Can't believe it, KFC. It got to come with seasoning. Then I believe it. VR ready. So get on your feet and enjoy the world of virtual reality while the smell of fresh chicken captures your senses. Now, let me just tell you guys this. Who thinks they're going to play VR around a damn chicken chamber? I'm going to be honest. Because I'm not playing VR and having some on my headset, I fall and put my hand in the damn chicken chamber. That's just ridiculous. I'm not doing that. You better set something to when you're playing VR, the chicken chamber never opens. All right, because I'm not burning myself with some damn VR. Ray tracing. Rays of light individually simulated, creating true-to-life shadows and reflections that will immerse you in selected games more than ever before. 240 frames per second with up to 240 hertz output. Okay, enjoy smooth and fluid high frame rate gameplay at up to 240 frames per second. Who believes this? Like how? How? Why wouldn't KFC done this a long time ago? Okay, gamers. One, I say 75% of gamers smoke some type of stuff or do something to get stoned. Okay, that's an exaggeration. I'm way exaggerating the numbers. But a lot of them get stoned. And imagine the amount of chicken you can sell. Imagine the amount of KFC consoles you would get from just stoners. Stoners is your business. You just go for stoners. You make games for stoners, you got chicken. All right? 4K TV gaming. Enjoy your favorite games in finger-clicking good 4K. Quality supported devices, okay? And you guys see KFC Gaming, Cooler Master, ASUS, Seagate. Now, they all got their logos on here. Pretty official. I must say, pretty official. I could imagine the lawsuits about people burning themselves. Joe, oh my gosh, that's going to go outrageous. They got to have something to stop you from burning your damn self. But anyways, let's just go ahead, okay? But the KFC console, you guys, I had to speak about. Joe, I think, was one that actually posted this on the page. Joe, thank you for that. Thank you for keeping that page just rocking. Okay. Anybody else, if you do at any point want to be part of the MoFam team, you want to go ahead and help post different things. Maybe you just want to just go ahead and be part of the team for other reasons. Let me know. Message me directly. I'm all about growing and expanding and adding people to the team. I'm going to be using the YouTube community page for you guys. Not really going to be for me, but if you guys got anything you want to promote, maybe something you're selling, just let me know. Okay. We'll go ahead and do that. But next, we're going to speak about the Nintendo GigaLeak, and I want to speak about this because how many times have we heard about this damn GigaLeak? Let's be honest. I've heard about it too much. I've heard about it so much to the point we're almost tired of hearing about the GigaLeaks. But we must talk about these leaks because this one contained some information, and I want you guys' opinions on it, and let me know if this is the case. But it seems like there was a file dump, and okay, I think this is Friday, all right? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Friday. And this dump that came out actually contained 2 bootloaders. It was an Arista and a Mariko bootloader, okay? It's a new leak, though. And Alchemy Game, there we go. Okay, I got Alchemy Gaming saying it's a new leak, though, but it's a big one, and it's 2 big ones. It was 7 and 8. Alchemy Game, I'm not going to cover 7 a lot because I can go all day on 7. But I am going to cover 8 because 8 is something that I think is a lot of what I want to talk about, and I want to get you guys' opinions on it, okay? Especially for all my Nintendo Switch homebrew heads who always, wondering what does this mean to us. That's why I got people here like you guys. Alchemy Gaming has been a great, man, gotta represent you, Alchemy Gaming. You've been holding me down too, but giving great information to everyone here in the chat. So if you're wondering about some of these things, just ask, okay? But the file was dumped, and it contained 2 bootloaders and also a Pokemon Let's Go beta. All right. Now, the 2 boot ROMs were an Arista and Mariko boot ROM. Now, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people are saying the things that are contained in this may lead to bigger and better exploits for the Nintendo Switch. Now, how bigger? How much better? Not sure. Some of this information may already be obtained by some of the people who are creating it. That I'm not sure about. But what I will say is, for sure, that this contains information that is helpful. Now, just think, okay? And I want you guys to work with me on this, all right? Just think. Do you guys remember the Wii? I'm sure you do. One of the best modded systems of all time. And I know some of you guys remembering installing, what was it? Cold Boot? I think it was Cold Boot. I think that was called, correct me if I'm wrong, but you just cold boot hacks or code hacks or something like that, but you cut on the Nintendo Wii, bam, load it right into it. You could load your preloader. You didn't have to worry about bricking your system. You were there at the beginning. From the power on, you had full control of your system. Boot Me, Dead Specimen, you my man. I was looking for Boot Me. Damn. Ooh, it's been a long time. Okay, excuse me. But imagine being able to cut on your console directly from the beginning and having full control. Imagine CBHC, Cold Boot Homebrew Channel. I think that's what it was. Alchemy Gaming, Cold Boot Hack Cheat. There we go. I know it was something. Okay, just that. All right. So now you're saying, hey, what if I can do this for Nintendo Switch? What benefits does it have to me? Hell, I can already load everything I want to load. Just think. What if you can be able to do things like, maybe unban yourself? Everyone's banned, man. Like, who ain't banned now? Only people that ain't banned is people who are being protective. But everybody else is banned. So imagine being able to unban yourself and being able to play on Nintendo Switch again. Imagine never having to do payloads. Screw payloads. I just cut it on. Imagine that. Okay, imagine not needing nothing. Imagine just turning your Switch on. It's beautiful times, right? That's how the Nintendo Wii was. A lot of people who have not dealt with the Wii do not understand how huge it was to have that control of your system. You can cut it on, and from the moment you cut it on, there is nothing you can't do. Nothing. It's nothing you can't do. You can literally do everything. That's what a lot of this is containing, I'm hearing. So if we didn't have to worry about payloads, we got a big thing right now, especially for SX, my team executor, my atmosphere people. Okay. One of the biggest things right now is people saying, hey, I try to load, my team executor or my SX payload through atmosphere doesn't load, or I try it vice versa. They're stopping each other from working. They hate each other. Okay. We hear that. Well, imagine you have the control to make sure that doesn't happen. Huh? Imagine the people who didn't have their hands on this information, who are developers, hackers, or other things, and now they have the opportunity to help in this homebrew scene. So this contained a lot of information. Now, there was 2 gigaleaks. Okay, the other one contained, oh my gosh, I got so much to talk about, only so much time. Okay, I might actually do a whole live stream just on that gigaleak, because holy smokes, it was a lot of stuff. But this one right here is big. Now, there's some people saying I'm not touching this with a 60-foot pole. It contains illegal files. I don't care. It's great for the scene, for everybody that's in this homebrew, this hacking scene, whatever you want to call it. It is a huge thing that this GAT put out there. All right. And let me go to some of the comments here. I did have CBHC from Alchemy Gaming. Beginning April 2020, a massive trove of stolen data from Nintendo's confidential servers was leaked by hackers. Joe, thank you for that. I'll be forgetting the date, so I appreciate that. I doubt boot ROM source leak is what we need to know how to unbrick Dead Specimen. Dead Specimen, man. I can't wait till you call in today, dude. This is my man. Oh my God, I ain't even gonna go on. SXOS and Atmos need to have makeup sex. Do y'all hear that? We got people saying y'all need to have makeup sex. Gosh, cut it out. Okay. But anyways, this gigaleak contained possibly information to move the scene forward. So I only felt like it was right to mention. Now, I read a lot of this on different websites. GBA Temp was one of them. Shout out GBA Temp. Okay, because much, we get some people to say GBA Temp is toxic. They do have people who do create articles there that are legible. They're well respected. So I do want to go ahead and say, shout out to GBA Temp, doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Okay. So anyways, all right, we're going to go ahead and move on because that gigaleak, I got out what I needed to get out. Okay. Next thing is the best Christmas moments. Okay. And I'm going to pull myself up on big screen. I got to do this sometime. I switch it out. That way you guys can see the comments a little better too. Okay. So, best Christmas moment. Now, everybody here watching, we just, first of all, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you all had a great Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, whatever you did, I hope it was great. We got New Year's coming up. All right. And there's been a lot of memories that have been created for everyone who is celebrating Christmas. So one thing I wanted to speak about was Christmas moments in gaming, something I've never been able to do. And I'm glad I'm doing this podcast now during Christmas, because as my kids opened up gifts, I thought to myself, damn, that was me. That was me. That was me years ago, man. I was that kid sitting there begging mom, can I open a gift today, mom? Can I open it at 6 p.m.? I know it's not Christmas, mom. Can I open it? And begging my mom. I was getting begged. And then my mom says, you know what? They had the Christmas Eve. I don't know if some of you do this. Some parents do the Christmas Eve. Everybody opens one gift. All right. But what happens? Okay, I can tell you what happened in my household. We shook the damn box to figure out what everything was. So please give me one gift, mama, because I'm going to pick the system. I don't care about the game. I need the system. Give me the system. I shake it and, oh, there's the system. I take it. All right. So I don't do the open one gift on Christmas Eve, because you're going to pick the right gift. You're going to shake it. You're going to feel it and say, I know what this is. Okay. You get to a certain age where they know. 5-year-old. Yeah, I can get by her. She doesn't even care. It's stuff like, hey, toy, it's new. I love it. So for me, my best Christmas moment, and I don't remember the age. I want to say I was around 9 or 10. And I'll never forget my mom and my dad and how much they spent on this Christmas day. Now for gaming, you guys know I'm a game freak. If you don't know, now you know. All right. I'm also a Microsoft fanboy, if you guys want to know. I can go on and on about my problems, my loyalties, my achievement, whatever you want to call it. Okay. But my parents, they spent all types of damn money for us this year. And I got 2 brothers. Okay. One's 3 years older, one's 6 years older. And Nate Mo, if you're hearing this, call in. Okay. BY, call in, because I'm definitely going to talk to both of y'all. But this year, my mom was so pissed the previous year because she bought us stuff for Christmas. And what happened? We wound up playing with the other brother's stuff. Then fights start happening. And then, he gets to play my game. I don't get to play his game. And bunch of normal kid stuff. My mom said, I'm so sick of these damn kids. Next Christmas, I'm going to make sure to get them own damn game systems. So that way they don't bother me. Okay? And I remember this Christmas day. Now, just remind you, many times on Christmas, Mama, I'm spilling the beans right now, so I hope you're not listening. But if you go back and play this, you're going to hear what we used to do. Yes, Mama, we knew what we got every year. You hid the presents in the van in the garage. That's not a hard place to find, Mama. The other place was the attic. We go in the attic more than you do. It was easy. We just go in the attic and see the presents, okay? So we opened the gifts and played with them and put them back. So, Mom, we knew what we were getting, okay? So, now as I continue, my mom said this year I want them all to have their own game systems. For me, I opened up my present to find out that I got a brand new Game Boy. Oh, beautiful, brand new Game Boy. Now, imagine me 9 years old. Now, I know people thinking right now, like, a Game Boy. Nah, it wasn't like that, man. Game Boy was the ish. Pow! Game Boy was incredible, man. I mean, playing Tetris was the bomb back then. Dr. Mario? Super Mario Land? I forgot the theme, I'm gonna be honest. But I used to know all the things, all the theme songs to Tetris and Super Mario Land, Dr. Wario, all the games. I knew all the songs. So I had my own Game Boy. So my brother's not touching my stuff, okay? Mama got me my Game Boy. She bought my other brother a Game Gear. Now that's throwback. Who remembers Game Gear? Oh, my God. Oh my gosh, that drink. Woo! Guys, if I pass out, just please tell someone, okay? So, Game Gear. My brother got Game Gear. Now, I was a little jelly. I'm not going to lie, because the Game Gear was in color. Okay, so it's like I'm looking at black and white. My other brothers got Game Gear. I ain't going to lie, I was a little salty, Mama. Okay, but the game selection that I had was way more than he had. Hell, he did have Sonic. I'm not going to lie. I was mad at that too, Mama. He had Sonic. I mean, you got to make up for that. But still, nonetheless, love you, Mama. Okay? He had the Sonic game and a couple others. But for me, I had Nintendo Classics. That Game Boy probably still being played somewhere. I guarantee you. It's still being sold somewhere. Whereas Game Gear is sitting in the dumpster. I guarantee you. All right? And my other brother got a console. And NickMo, call in. I don't even remember what you got, NickMo, because it wasn't as impressive as me and Byron's. Me and Byron had a Game Gear and a Game Boy. What'd you have? You know what I mean? Atari Lynx? Who has Atari Lynx? What games? I don't know what game. No, I take it back. They did have a game. Atari Lynx had Ninja Gaiden on there. And man, that was a badass game. Ninja Gaiden, the arcade version. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, but I will say for me, best Christmas moment ever was my mom personally giving me a Game Boy with multiple games, my brother a Game Gear with his own games, and my oldest brother, I'm not sure, maybe Atari Lynx or something like that. But we all had our own personal handhelds. When we would go out, we all can play our own games. And let me go to some of the comments here. How it tore through them damn AA batteries, though. Adrian MVP. He is preaching, yo. Batteries died. Them batteries, no lie. And this is no lie, guys. Probably lasted 2 hours. 2 hours of gameplay. That is no lie. Right now, so plenty of people out there who's using AA batteries in their devices. Oh, it lasts up to, this many hours, 2,000 hours. And nope, 2 hours. Game Boy. That's it. Game Gear was even worse. Terrible. But they did sell extra battery packs. And yes, my mom got me the extra battery pack. Mama knew me. She knew how hard I gamed. Okay? So it was a big deal that we each had handhelds. I played baseball. A lot of people don't know. I was a big baseball guy back then. So at my Little League games, I would bring my Game Boy with me. My brother would bring his Game Gear wherever he goes. My other brother would bring his Atari Lynx. We all had our own handhelds. So for everybody talking about Nintendo Switch now, just imagine being in the 90s having a handheld. It was major back then. It was considered like trumping other things. Everybody wanted to play. And I'm not talking about those old Tamagotchi things, or you remember the games you had on your watch. You click a couple buttons and nah, not those. These were actual games that have emulators now today that people still play. So I want to send a shout out to my mama, my daddy, who worked their asses off, I'm sure, to make sure I had a Game Boy. Whew. Thank you, mama. Thank you, daddy. I appreciate it. Now I'm going to go to some more comments. Scotty Parker, they all need new resistors installed by now. Hell yeah, them things. I ain't going to lie. The Game Boys, if anybody has a Game Boy or anything that has lasted, woo, you changed something. Okay, I had the battery pack that screwed on the back. Talk to them nice. Scotty, they don't know about that, Scotty. The Game Gear used 4 AA. Oh, Joe. And you know AA batteries, man. I want to say the price of AA batteries has just never changed. It's always been expensive. You know, Energizer, Duracell were always the popular names. You could always go to the dollar store and get those little rinky-dink dollar ones. But what happens? They don't even last 2 hours. They last 30 minutes. You know, you're changing them nonstop. And you learn to just pay for the good stuff, okay? Shane, I remember the Mega Drive with one game for 6 months. Altered Beast. Oh, my gosh. Y'all taking me back. For those who don't know, I remember playing Sega Genesis and Altered Beast as well. And Altered Beast was one of those titles that you would play 20 times. It was only like, 5 stages. You learned the cheat codes. What was hold diagonal up, left, and press start. And you got to pick whatever stage you wanted to start with. You got to pick. Your care was just, man, the cheats were ridiculous back then. Okay. But we played Altered Beast all the time. So shout out Shane for that. Definitely would say Altered Beast was a classic. But nonetheless, enough of me ranting and raving about Christmas. When you guys call in, you know, whatever you want to talk about, I do want to hear your best Christmas moments. I'm sure all of you guys have experienced it. If it's not about you, I'm sure you have Christmas moments that you created for your kids. But these moments in gaming are big. Just think of the kids who are not able to afford certain type of games. And mom and dad saves up all year for Christmas just to get them the game they need. A lot of memories and love are created during Christmas. So shout out everybody, all parents, all kids who have experienced gaming phenomenons during Christmas. Okay, enough about that. All right. So now we're going to move on. I got to talk about more. I told y'all guys I got a whole lot to talk about. Okay. So we're going to talk about, and I didn't even have any notes on this specifically, so I may have to pull something up, but I'm just going to go ahead and go off the top of the dome. That's what I do. Investor sues CD Projekt. Yes, we talked about it last time. We destroyed them. We killed them. We laughed at glitches. We laughed at the Michelob Ultra that got pulled out the lady's ass. We laughed at everything, and she put it back, by the way. So it's just amazing that CD Projekt has probably dealt with the number one failure of a game this year, the number one shocking failure because it's a game company that's a reputable one. It has not only done that, but they also sold 13 million even with the refunds being taken off. Oh my God. It makes them still a top selling game through all the crap in the box they've been through. But investors don't feel that way. Woo, those investors, man, I'm telling you, don't play around with investors. So there are many investors that have feel like, and there's one particular, all right? I'm not even going to speak names because then if I, say a wrong name or something, I'll be held liable, So let's just say allegedly, but this is, an investor is suing CD Projekt, stating that they have been misled. Everything. All the way to the release of Cyberpunk 2077. And for those who don't know, for those who are listening on the podcast, who do not know about the Cyberpunk 2077 mess that we've been dealing with, it has made the game unplayable for some. And there's some who say, hey, I've had a great experience. A lot of the great experiences are on PC, but if you're playing on Xbox or PlayStation, you're probably crying. Okay? It's been terrible. Okay? CD Projekt definitely deserves criticism. They definitely deserve blame. They definitely deserve a lot of the crap they're getting. But the investors want to take it a step further. I want my damn money back, CD Projekt. I gave you money because you promised everything was good. And not only that, up until the release, you were stating that there were only going to be few bugs that were minor bugs that would not ruin the game experience. And we have experienced everything opposite of that. So you flat out lied to investors. That's my opinion. I had to say that. You're not going to hold me to nothing. These investors are pissed. I'm one that if I have money, okay? And I got money. I don't got a lot like them, okay? But if I was an investor with, let's say, hey, I'm ready to invest 100,000 in your company. I can say 100 million, but I'm just going to start off. We'll say 100,000. I invested in CD Projekt. I see this game and I said, ooh, you got the next best thing since Mass Effect. Can I jump on? And I give them 100,000. I'm looking at it and I'm saying, oh, this looks so good. Oh, this is beautiful. Hey, keep it coming, man. Release that game. Hey, don't rush it. Take your time. And then just think of the pressure CD Projekt was on. Not only do you have fans who are hyped about the release lose interest every time you delay, you have investors looking to make a return on their investment the day you release as well. So the pressure from investors and consumers for CD Projekt, I'm sure, was a huge point on why they felt they had to release it. And I can understand from CD Projekt's seat. But me, myself, you're waiting. Delay it. I don't care. To me, I've seen games be delayed for 12 years just to make sure to have a great experience. They've went through multiple consoles and still did not release. If anybody remembers, what was that? Is it Wolfenstein? Not Wolfenstein. Damn it, I can't think of it. It came out, okay, and it was a terrible game. And I want to say it wasn't Wolfenstein. It was Duke Nukem. There we go, okay? Duke Nukem. Everybody remembers playing Duke Nukem. I was playing it on Windows 95 PC. Duke Nukem was a classic, beautiful in colors, looked great. And next thing you know, they say, hey, we're going to release Duke Nukem later on. I said, oh, man. Woohoo! Duke Nukem, baby. This is taking me back. Classic. So next thing you know, they're talking about we're going to release it this year. And it gets postponed. Duke Nukem for current, I can't even say current gen because it's old gen now, okay? But at the time, Duke Nukem was like the man. Everybody's waiting on this title, man. And the game came out. And it was trash. Doo-doo, boo-boo. Spit on it. Okay, it was terrible. But they did have one part where you killed this boss and then he faded back and two women lifted up, like this. And they was like, oh, Duke Nukem's like, hey, yeah, babes. Oh, yeah, babes. That was Duke Nukem. And you know what? That captured Duke Nukem perfectly. It's a parody style type of character. But they failed. They postponed it multiple times and failed. So it happens. But there's been multiple times that postpone or delays has caused to great gaming products. I think StarCraft is one, okay, that had multiple delays, and when it released, people were happy. They were loving what they got for a product. I don't think I've seen this much backlash in a long time, and CD Projekt got it. So not only do these investors saying you misled us and I want my damn money back, they're now looking for other investors to now continue with a class action lawsuit. So at first I'm thinking class action lawsuit, consumer level. Nah, we're getting deeper than that. The investors want their damn money back. So CD Projekt, do me a favor, okay? Don't do that no more. I still want you around because I actually think Cyberpunk 2077 is a great game. I just think it wasn't ready to be released yet. So I want you to still be a gaming company. I don't know if you got different people on your team. Teams switch all the time. Hell, I was just watching Golden State Warriors the other night. They got blown out, okay? But they were a dynasty at one point. It happens. So don't be mad if you go, and next thing you know, you'll become the man again. So just please do not stop. Now I want to go to the comments. I always love going to the comments and reading you guys' comments. Let me see if I missed anything, okay? There we go. Hi, a friend of mine wants to get an SX Lite mod chip, but they aren't available anymore. What we just talked about, yo, weird dog. We're going to be talking about that in a moment. Rockstar Energy Drinks are making Cyberpunk 2077 limited edition drinks. Yo, Rockstar, man, watch out. Y'all might be part of that too. Cyberpunk Red, you know it's coming, man. We also got, you could literally play with own poop in the bathroom, draw on walls. Yo, that's Duke Nukem. He know what I'm talking about. And I will say that is actually the best part of Duke Nukem. I started off Duke Nukem, and just for those who don't know, your first moment in Duke Nukem says hold right trigger to piss. No, I'm not joking. You hold the right trigger to piss, and you hear him go, just like anybody else when you're holding the piss in, and you let it go, all right? He's, and next thing you know, you finish. You walk over, and you know me, I'm one of those guys that experience everything in every game. I'm walking in every, bathroom stall. I'm slapping everyone. I got to find out what happens. And next thing you know, there was a turd in the toilet. I picked up the turd and I threw it at the officer, and he had a boo-boo stain on his cheek. I loved it. I mean, that actually made me give the game a 5 out of 10 just for that. Okay. So, remember when Spore was rushed and deleted halfway? Oh gosh, Spore, another one. How they talked about Spore. Let's go on and on. Can we talk about No Man's Sky was another one that just got trash coming out. If it had not been for wasted marketing budget, CDP might postpone the premiere. The game directors are to blame for everything. Martinez dropping a haymaker. All right. Rockstar energy drinks suck way worse than Cyberpunk. Oh, Alchemy Gaming, low blow. I don't drink Rockstar energy drinks. I don't care. SimCity 5 2013. Okay, so I had to go through the comments. Let's go ahead. I got to move on. Okay, because I got a lot to talk about. You guys, I know you guys are going to have a lot to say. I want to go ahead and get to a couple of things. So, Me Renderer website. Okay, reason I wanted to mention this is because the website has been around for a long time, but I've never used it. I actually went to the website today to look. So for everyone who does not know what I mean by me, I mean M-I-I. No, not M-E. I know I'm great, but no. M-I-I, me. And for those who don't know what that is, me characters were something that was introduced around the Nintendo Wii, and I think has continued. I think it's still going on to this day and has been a thing since the Nintendo Wii. And I actually love the Wii characters. I remember boxing on Nintendo Wii and having your character with the big balloon head and blam, blam, blam. Real custom characters. I loved it. It was actually so big that I must be honest, Microsoft tried to start avatars and everybody else. They tried to copy it, and it didn't hold over as well as Nintendo did it. But there's a website, okay, where you can now, you always could, but you can render your own me character. And I think this is big because those people who are using, previous me's that they've been saving over time can now inject it into this website, also create their own me. I'm going to pull up this website here. I just want to pull it up. I got to. Okay, it's only right if I pull it up and show it. I'm going to just mess around with some stuff and we'll see what the hell happens, huh? Okay, so let's see here. Me browser, where you at? Okay, there we go. Got it pulled up. So, and I want to shout out also again, GBA Temp. I think I pulled this from GBA Temp. It's a guy named Larson, SV Larson. I'm not sure your name. I apologize. I will let you know I did this. So you can come here, comment, and hey, I'm the real guy. He screwed up my name. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you updating this. So let's go ahead and take a look at it, okay? So for everybody listening to the podcast, I'm sorry you won't be able to see, but I'll kind of say what's going on, okay? And Alchemy Gaming, No Man's Sky is amazing. I did see that. I hear they've come a long way, and I've heard the game is amazing today. But originally it sucked from what I hear, all right? So, as you see here, there's a me character. You got format. You can do a PNG, type, face. Hell, I don't want to do a face. I want to do something else. I want to do the whole body. Bam, you could do the whole body. Expression, I can be angry. Nice, huh? Oh, you know what? I want to do the width a little bigger. Let's do that. Ah, it crashed. Okay, there we go. So look at me. I'm mad. Okay? But this, I figure, is cool for people who are wanting to customize their me characters. I think this is excellent. Now you don't have to worry about doing it through a Nintendo Switch. Close color. I can put, hey, I want dark blue. Okay? You can even do the rotation. I can turn them a little bit. Maybe I want to go that way. You know what I mean? Maybe I want to turn it this way. You got ways that you can do everything. Light direction mode. You can do flip X. It's just so much that you can do. Instant rotation. Oh, you can do both. Okay. But just so many things that you can change in here. I love this. And I'm sorry. As soon as I seen it, the first thing I thought was, yo, why hasn't this been talked about? Why hasn't nobody let me know about this? You need to let me know. I can change the background color. Okay, hey, I want that. Like, how do I pick it there? Okay, there we go. Bam! That's what I want right there. Just leave it. Leave it right there. Bam! Damn it, there we go. It didn't turn black, but you know what the hell I'm trying to do. Okay, but I love the fact that me characters have now transitioned to the point where we have a wonderful website where you can be able to customize your own me character. And not only that, you can also input, so you can inject a me into there and do customizations. And this is wonderful. Once you finish, you can go ahead and save it. There's also instructions on how to get me IDs. Okay, you also see the Nintendo ID. All right, so there's everything in here. So Larson, I think his name was, who updated it recently. He's made a lot of changes to it. I just want to let you guys know that he is the man right now. MoFam wants to send a big shout out to you, okay? Because I do love customization, and being able to just customize your own me character via website and be able to put back on your system is beautiful. So shout out to you guys. Had to mention that too, all right? Had to mention it. I just couldn't leave that off. So now, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. This is what everybody's been waiting for. Who was that? Somebody said, yo, I'm looking for a mod chip. And I told you we was going to get to it, okay? So let's go ahead and get to it. Let me take a sip of the extra spicy, and it is damn spicy today. My gosh. Yo, I'm serious. I'm going to have to talk to my bartender after this. Oh, my goodness. Whew, my eyes watering from those, man. So, you guys see, I just made the title, No More SX Mod Chips. I don't even need any work. No, you know what? I'm going to pull up some. I do want to pull up some information. But I don't need to pull up much. This is something I could just freestyle. Because with me being in the Nintendo Switch scene, I have a lot of people, a lot of connections. All right? And people know I cherish my connections. Loyalty is a big thing for me. Which means if you rock with me, just rock with me. If you don't, it's fine. But if you rock with me, just keep rocking with me, and I'll rock with you. So, Team Execute has rocked with me a long time. All right? I get Atmosphere guys coming here, but I had Team Execute guys message me personally like, yo, if you need something, let me know. That, for me, goes a long way. So, it's why a lot of my love, my biasness goes to Team Executor. Because they are loyal to me. And I represent them. Okay? So, SX Mod Chips is a thing now that everybody's talking about. Where can I find one? I can't find one. I have no idea where these mod chips went. Let me go ahead, and I don't want to take you guys back to the beginning, okay? Because we can go all the way back. We can go back to my podcast that got taken down. We can go back to my beta videos that got taken down. We can go back to, Tom Dilch, my man Tom Dilch. Shout out to you. I'm hoping you're making it through that that settlement. I hope that goes good. We could talk about Gary, Max, free them. Max, I think, is out, but free both of them jokers. You know what I'm saying? Those my dudes. I've spoken with Gary before, so shout out to Gary. But anyone, okay, that has been on the Team Executor end of this brutal attack knows what I'm talking about. We've all suffered something. Well, right now, we got a lot of people who are wondering where they can get these mod chips from. Now, I want you guys to know I have a Discord, okay? You guys can go to the Discord. I have people there. You guys can talk, comment, direct message each other, do what you do. It's outside of me. That's why I always say it's outside of me. Something happens in my Discord, hell, I don't know. I'm not even paying attention. I just created a Discord. People talking. That's all I'm going to say, okay? You guys continue talking. And Joe, shout out the car videos talking about SXOS. They don't even know. I might damn near go back to the car right now just to do a video. You know what I mean? Throwback. But a lot of people have wondered where have these mod chips gone. It was first a thing where uberchips.com had to stop because Nintendo gave them a cease and desist, no more, and actually a lawsuit came forward and each infraction was a certain amount. It went from there to other people who were selling them were scared. They didn't want to sell them, so the United States, we had a lot of resellers that taken the chips down. They don't want to deal with the hassle of Nintendo or being pressured to figure out, hey, when is the day I'm going to receive a lawsuit in the mail? I totally understand that. Then we got people, okay? We got a lot of other people who have sat here and said, hey, well, Nintendo can't do this or they can't do that or so-and-so. But one thing we know is that these mod chips are disappearing left and right. It goes from the U.S., then we got UK resellers dropping them, okay? And we had for the longest people saying, we're good. China, save us. You got all the mod chips, China. Just keep them banging. We're good. I'll wait a couple, I'll wait a week. I'll wait 2 weeks as long as I know I'm getting it. China, help me out. And next thing you know, a lot of websites that were, I want to say Chinese websites because they're really international websites. But let's say that they're being hosted in China. They're starting to lose a lot of the mod chips off of their websites. One particular, I think, and I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, because I haven't ordered a mod chip from there. But And let me say, I haven't ordered a mod chip ever. Okay, I'm on record. But I think it's AliExpress or Alibaba, one of them, that had these SX mod chips. There was another website that was a Chinese website. They had these mod chips up there for sale. A lot of people have now gone to these websites and they're removed from there. Okay. And people are saying, why? What's the big deal? Why is there cracking down in China? I thought they couldn't do anything to China. And oh, Team Executor screwed and it's the end. They're dead. They're really dead now. It's not a joke. You know, Dead Specimen's got his W in the bed again. You know, well, I'm here to tell you guys, even though mod chips are very, you know, low key, you know, there's a lot of things that come into play in that. And I want to go ahead and speak on those things. You guys, this is coming from me. This is not, some of it is factual information, but a lot of it is going to be my opinion because I just like to talk about my damn opinion. I think that whatever company or whatever place that they were producing the mod chips either has slowed down or stopped producing them, and they're looking for somewhere else to produce the mod chips. I don't really want to say the websites are just taking them down because they're being threatened. I want to say it's more of a production issue. Do I know for 100%? Not sure. But one thing I can tell you that I'm sure of is that China's government is cracking down on a lot of their internet giants. Okay? China, some of their internet giants, I do believe, is Tencent, AliExpress, Alibaba. There's other ones. Okay? But China deals with a lot of things we deal with here where we don't want monopolies happening. And it's the same with the Chinese government. And they're trying to stop these monopolies from happening. And, you know, we got a lot of companies still here that's really covering monopolies. And they seem to feel the pressure often. Okay, same thing from the Chinese government. So these big companies that make millions of dollars are now being, you know, cracked down on by the Chinese government. AliExpress is one that everybody here can agree. AliExpress has had their fair share of fake items. And what I mean fake items, I don't mean that, hey, the item doesn't work. I just mean it's not official as they claim. So if you tell me, hey, I'm buying a car door that's directly from Mazda, I expect a car door directly from Mazda. I don't expect a car door from somewhere else that's built exactly by the Mazda specifications. That is considered a fake. All right? We've all suffered these. We've all suffered them. And AliExpress sometimes is good. Hell, if you're dealing with some mod chips, you guys remember if you had Cool Runners, how many people then bought the fake Cool Runners? And they work fine. I'm a victim of that too. I didn't even know when I bought my first fake. I was wondering why it didn't work. And then I look and I found out I had a fake. And then I found out there was a resistor I had to take off in order to get it to work. So it happens. It truly happens. But if everybody's wondering why we're not seeing the mod chips, it could be possibly a production issue. Doesn't mean we're not going to see the mod chips in the future. Hell, we now can boot Atmosphere on them. So we might have a totally different group start producing mod chips. We got schematics. We're good. We should be able to, anybody that is capable of producing chips should be able to produce this mod chip. But I'm not sure of the background on how hard Nintendo is cracking down. I mean, I don't even want to say this is a Nintendo issue in China. I want to say it might be just strictly related to something else. It might be just government related. So I just had to get that off. And so for everyone who's looking for mod chips, okay, you guys might want to start looking through your personal sources. I wouldn't so much rely on websites. If you're communicating with companies, if they don't have the item, you might want to write them directly. See if they have any. You know, maybe they don't want to have them up there. Maybe they want to be paid through PayPal. Maybe there's other ways to give them payments. I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure what they're doing. But it's the time now where you really got to start acting like you're getting you an Xbox Series X or a PlayStation 5. You're going to have to refresh that button 100 times. You're going to have to do something because it's becoming lower and lower. There are people that I know personally who install mod chips after mod chips a day, which means they're the people that's bringing a lot of other companies money because, hey, It's different from selling 10 guys a mod chip versus selling one guy 75. There's a big difference. That one guy means way more to me than 10 people. Okay, car salesman. If I got one guy who comes in on Saturday and sells 10 cars, but I got another guy who comes in and sells, one car a day, you don't beat this guy. I'm sorry. If that guy wants off Saturday, I'm going to be pissed, but he gets off Saturday. I'm sorry. If you want off Saturday, sell as many cars as him. So this is a thing where a lot of people are looking for mod chips now and they're not able to find them. So you're going to have to resort to some serious resources. You're going to have to start messaging people directly. You're going to have to start figuring out Skype names. You're going to have to start going to Discords, and you're going to have to rely on your resources. It's very easy to go to a website and click buy. But just imagine there is people, and I've been there, where you're looking for certain items that you need and they're not on stores. You can't get them directly from any store. So you have to rely on these sources. So good thing I've done that over the years. I've used IRC chats back in the day. And who remembers IRC chats? They were so big. A lot of information you couldn't even get unless you jumped into IRC. I mean, that was the only way you were getting it. And now, it's crazy, man. It's so sad. So for everybody, okay, please, if you know where some mod chips are, or if you're selling them, maybe you want to go to my Discord and message people. It's outside of me. I don't want to be held responsible for any sales that are going on. So, stand there. So I'm going to go through some of these comments. I'm going to start from bottom up. Martinez, do you know how many SX chips are in the world? Okay, Dead Specimen, tens of thousands. I'm with Dead Specimen on that. It's so many. It's tons. They actually mass produced them. I remember looking a trillion, billion, million. Yo, Alchemy! Okay. But I will say, I remember looking at a picture. It was one of the first pictures when they were stating the production of the mod chips. And they actually showed like stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks of these mod chips. So there were tons of mod chips. I can tell you, I have no idea. Tens of thousands may be right. I mean, tons of them. And then you start, when people say tens of thousands, you know what they do? I'm going to tell you what the simple-minded people do. They go, yo, tens and thousands. What if there's 50,000? A mod chip sells for this much. What is 50,000 times this much? And they say, man, they making a lot of money. But it doesn't include employees that have to be paid. It doesn't mean being paid back for the work that you put in, production cost, a lot of other things. So money in a whole gets spent a lot of different ways. So they have to make money through other, ways. All right. There's companies now, who knows? I'm sure everybody done rolled by that business on the street that don't have one damn car in their parking lot ever. Don't nobody buy nothing from there, but the business has been going for 12 years. I don't want to say money laundering, but I'm just going to say that business is open somehow. They're making money some way to be able to hold that business open. Doesn't mean it's illegal. It just means that they're doing something that's keeping that business open. All right. Tens of thousands seem small. Alchemy Gaming, thank you for that. Maybe it's hundreds of thousands. There we go. That sounds a little better. All right. So I'm going to go through some more of these comments. The only reason China would care is if Tencent cared. Oh, my goodness, Tencent. Woohoo. We know about Tencent, man. I heard about TX problems in China connected with Tencent Corporation. Is that true? Yes, it is true. An article was actually came out how Tencent was really cracking down hard. Really, the boot ROMs are out, so maybe chip-free soft mods. Ooh, don't tease me like that, Philip. Okay, don't play with me. The boot ROMs got leaked. Yes, we'll see the next best thing, Alchemy Gaming. If the flow of XX Core Lite doesn't come back. I like to hear that, man. So he's letting you know if it doesn't come back, we still got possibilities of other ways to get everything still running. So if you're a Nintendo Switch hack scene, don't feel bad. We still got things going. Okay. But thanks for the share, Dead Specimen. Got to share. You see the Discord there, Joe, my man. Appreciate the sharing the Discord. I'm in VC on the server, by the way, at Dead Specimen. Yo, Alchemy Gaming, Dead Specimen. Y'all have like the coolest, weirdest dynamic together. It is so cool. Me as well. Integrate. Okay, we're getting back to other things. So, and I can only find SXOS for sale when you buy another Switch. They are hard to find. Yes, they are. So I just wanted to go ahead and go through that. All right. Very hard to find, but if you guys are looking for them, I got a lot of great people in my Discord who know a lot of information, man. So you guys can reach out to them. I'm also giving different, rules to certain people. So like I mentioned, you want to be a part of this team, just message me directly. Okay, I don't mind giving you a role. Okay, and then as you prove your loyalty, we can bump you in there. We can do more and more. Okay, because you guys are making this grow with me. It's not me. This is not a Nick Moses got this whole podcast thing. This is you guys. I seriously mean that. Okay. So now let's go ahead and get to some more. I got that out the way. But anybody looking for mod chips, just know it's going to be a little rough for a little bit, okay? So if you're able to get a mod chip, congratulations. If not, you might be best holding off. Nick, can I get mod on the stream as well too? Dead Specimen, I got you right after this. You ain't even got to worry. Boom, I got you. Long as you ain't, Dead Specimen, you be trolling. No, I'm playing with you. Good dude, I got you. So for real though, we haven't seen any concrete evidence about additional arrest. A high-profile character like Chen being arrested won't go unnoticed with no articles. And Chen, big member, that's part of the whole Tencent article he is referencing, okay? By the way, I see nothing on Torrent Freak about the Tencent thing. Yo, I'm going to pull that article up. I was actually sent that article, I believe, and I always mix them both up. Scott and, it's one other person. He was on here, okay? I mix up Scott and Shane. I ain't even got to say it. Shane. I mix them both up. One of them sent me the article, so they have it. Okay, and I seen it. I said, woo, I read through it. It is definitely, they're cracking down on it. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and move on. Halo, Xbox 360 shutdown. What the hell is he talking about? Who cares about Halo, Nick? Halo is a thing of the past. Halo is trash. I am a Microsoft fanboy. Halo is the best. No, it's not better than Call of Duty, but it's the second best game ever. Call of Duty will forever be number one. Cold War is better than anything ever in life. There is no shooting game better than Cold War ever, and you're lying if you say there is. Yes, I'm a fanboy. And, Shane. It was Shane that sent that to me. So, Shane, appreciate that, man, Shane. So, we're going to talk about Halo. So, for those who do not know, big Halo fan. I've been a Halo fan since Xbox 360 days. I remember having my first LAN party, and I wasn't a big PC guy back then. I would have had LAN parties a lot of times. But I remember my first LAN party being with Halo. And I remember having, 4 buddies in another room, got 4 other buddies upstairs, and we down in the basement, and we got this, 12 people playing on the same game. You talking about being amazed. Oh, my goodness. And it was way ahead of its time for me. Now, other people playing PC, they're like, oh, this is old. For me, I'm like, oh, God. But sad moment for Halo. Microsoft, I understand you have to do it, but I'm sad. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna wipe my eyes. It's sad. But Halo, a lot of the Halo titles for Xbox 360 players, you will no longer be able to play by the year 2021. So if you have an Xbox 360, you better get all your Halo time in now. You know why? Because Microsoft is trying to shut down the online side of a lot of things for their older consoles. It is something that will happen to every console. Do not feel like Microsoft is screwing you, shoving a screwdriver in your ass. They're not doing that. It's going to happen. I mean, I understand the way technology works and the advancements we make day to day, and you go, man, they could host that forever. It takes nothing for them to run it. But there was one story I read with McDonald's, and I'm going a little bit off, but work with me. I believe McDonald's said, it was some sandwich that they were throwing, I think it was a double cheeseburger or something. They were just putting 2 pieces of cheese on it. And they said, you know what? We're going to throw 1 piece of cheese on these burgers. They wind up saving themselves millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars, by saving 1 piece of cheese on these burgers. So the little things that we think are just, hey, it doesn't take much for them to do them. Company-wise, it's about revenue. It is a business. They're here to make money. They're not here to make friends. They love to have consumers on their side, but it's not a friendly business. No business is friendly. So they're going to cut it off. So titles like Halo Reach, Halo 4, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Combat Evolved, Anniversary, Halo Spartan Assault, Halo Wars, Halo. Any Halo title that you can think of for Xbox 360, you better get all your playing time in, because by 2021, there will be no more Halo titles able to be played on Xbox 360. Just get you an Xbox One, okay? Just get an Xbox One. You can go ahead and continue playing. You don't have to worry about that. All the games are backwards compatible, I'm sure. They're Halo games. Microsoft is always going to keep the Halo franchise alive. And Microsoft, what the hell is Infinity? I want Halo Infinity. I want it now, damn it. Sorry, Microsoft. I didn't mean to yell at you. Sorry. But I want you guys to know by December of, no, I'm actually lying. Not 2021, 2022. Let me correct that, okay? By December 2021, so by the end of December 2021, you will no longer be able to play any Halo titles. Now, they will be taking off titles slowly, so you may see that one title works and another one doesn't. This is because their plan is to start taking titles off. But by December 2021, the end of 2021, if you have not got an Xbox One, you will no longer be able to play any Halo title online for Microsoft. Now, I must say, I don't know who here still plays online for Xbox 360. I don't. I mean, if I have an Xbox 360, why aren't you J-tagging it or a reset glitch hack? You know, you should be doing that. That's what you should be doing. You could be experiencing a world of difference for your system. Hell, if you're still playing online Xbox 360, you really need to look at some old videos of mine. Like, really. Just reset glitch hack. Just look it up. J-tag. Just look it up. It definitely will make your system a lot more playable, and you can ditch the online. Go get you an Xbox One for the online, okay? So, nonetheless, let's go ahead and get back to it, man. So now, campaign funds on Steam games. Now, I got to read this, and you guys know I don't like to do political. Okay, I don't do politics on this channel because politics gets crazy. You know, people go, hey, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican. Then they go, oh, well, this is the reason you shouldn't be this. And you know, so I don't do politics on this channel. But this one was something I had to mention. It fell in line with politics. Okay, so Trump pardons a lawmaker, okay, who spent campaign funds on Steam games. Yes. And the campaign funds were officially spent on Steam games. It was part of the reason why he was locked up. So they know a lot of things he spent money on, and one of them was Steam games. Now, I don't know the gentleman. Okay, might be a great guy. Hell, campaign funds is one of those things that I would not want to run a campaign because it'll be hard as hell for me to see millions of dollars, and I'm looking at everybody else getting these luxury trips. Why can't I get it? You know, y'all see me riding a Spirit when everybody else riding private jets. Who gonna vote for me? I'm riding a Spirit. Okay? So, it's a difficult scenario. So that's why I'm not a politician. Okay? But nonetheless, okay, a former congressman, okay, actually avoided prison. He didn't have to spend any jail time because my man Donald Trump said, yo, we ain't gonna let you do like that, man. I understand you spent $1,300 some on Steam games. That's cool. Come on, let's get out of here. You know, it was a lot more he spent on, okay? He spent things on luxury hotels. There was what is it? I can't think of it. Plane tickets, like first class plane tickets, you know, stays at the most extravagant places, extravagant foods. I think he even bought stuff for the animals that he owned. But the one that caught my eye in particular was $1,302 in Steam games. Okay. And the guy's name is Duncan Hunter. Okay, I got to go ahead since I'm giving the evidence. I got to say who it is. Duncan Hunter, who's a Republican in California. So, Duncan Hunter, I want to know, what Steam games did you buy? That's all I want to know, man. What Steam games? I got to see $1,300 on Steam games. Yo, the Steam sales are crazy. You get Steam sales be like, give us $10. We'll give you 2,500 games. Like Steam sales are so ridiculous. How did you spend 1,000? What the hell? You had to be playing. What's the game that's still in development right now that everybody's spending money on? That's like going to be the next best thing, and it's still in beta. It's a Star something, or you know, but it has a whole thing. You can go inside the ship. You also can walk. You can do ship battles. They're online. It's on YouTube. I get the name. But nonetheless, where you're playing that, because there was a package at one time they sold that you can have every ship in the game for $25,000. $25K, guess what you can get? Every ship in our game. Hell, if you wreck it, you got to buy a new one. Holler at you. You know, so this guy spent $1,302 on Steam games. Duncan Hunter, what did you buy? What did you buy? Tell us. I got to know what game it was, man. And since you spent that much money, you probably a good person that can review games. I want to know what's good. You know what I mean? Tell me so I don't waste my money. You know, I'm sure you probably had VR. You probably had the simulation games, role playing, strategy. You had everything. I want to know what's the best game. Okay. Star Citizen, my man Joshua Drake. There you go. Star Citizen. Star Citizen has had more money spent on it than I know any game. It's been crowdfunded for tons of dollars. It is ridiculous. So, Nick, can you do me a huge favor? Alchemy Gaming, please direct all Arista Switch users to have SXOS to the Discord. Yes, Alchemy Gaming, I could do that because Alchemy Gaming, you've been representing me. So, big problem is becoming far too frequent where all of your fuses are blown and you will likely never genuine boot again. We need to know how bad this is and how we could avoid it. No buzzkill at all, man. Okay, I agree. Anybody, if you have an Arista Switch, okay, and people don't know, if you got an old school Switch, okay, you want to go ahead and go to my Discord. You can follow from there to get to the SXOS Discord or Team Executor. I want to go ahead and put links there, but please come to my Discord, man. We do not want people not being able to boot their system, especially in the Switch homebrew scene. I'll go ahead and also put some on my YouTube as far as the community page. That way, everybody, because I get a lot of people who watch Nintendo Switch videos here. I want to direct everybody there so we can have this problem fixed. I don't want anybody not booting their systems, okay? But Star Citizen, Joshua Drake, I appreciate that. Yo, not on Steam. Okay, Dead Specimen, thank you. I'm glad it's not on Steam. That would make sense, wouldn't it? You know, Star Citizen was one of those games that you just know you were rich if you got it. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, I'm playing Star Citizen, and I'm rich. You know what I mean? We know, because you had to get all these ships, and you broke a ship, and you had to pay $100 and something for another. So, nonetheless, anyone, Arista, Nintendo Switch, please go ahead and go to the Discord. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on my headset. I want to go ahead and take some calls. You guys know this is my favorite part of the time. I ran it a long time. I'm in here sweating. I need a break, okay? So that's when you guys call in. So let me go ahead and get everything straight. Let me make sure I got Skype up here because I don't be having Skype up sometimes. And you guys go ahead, call in, let me know. Already. Now, see, when I open the lines up, I'll be blowing up. Okay, so just give me a moment. Hold on. I know I got you in the podcast, but let me get all the sound correct here. Okay, bam. NickMoses05 PodCast. Who do I have on the line? See, I knew it. I know
my W.
Oh my goodness! Yes, he can hear me. Oh yes, it's my man, and he's relaxing with his W. Oh my goodness, Dead Specimen. How are you doing today, my man?
I couldn't be better.
Oh my goodness, this is crazy.
And not for SXOS, believe it or not. Got a quest over Christmas. Kind of freaking out. You know, it's kind of crazy.
It is. It's crazy, man. I'm glad you called in, man. And you know what? It has been rough. It's been so rough. Let me tell you, from my end, I get messages every day from multiple people on where are the mod chips. And I'm like, man, I can't tell you. You know what I mean? You got to use your resources, but it's looking bad. Okay, it's looking bad. So, Dead Specimen, we're going to go ahead. I know you got so much good to talk about, man. You're always spicy on here. So, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go through a couple things. So, first, let's start with the KFConsole, man. Is this for real?
Yes, but people are making it out to be like it's going to be like an Xbox One, like it's going to be Xbox. I got to get off Xbox One and PS4. Like it's going to be an Xbox Series X, like it's going to be a PS5, like it's going to be a Switch. It's going to just be a gaming PC. Like that's all it's going to be. I don't see how they're going to be making their own operating system, how they're going to be getting devs to make stuff specifically for that. They did it with Cooler Master for a reason. It's just going to be a gaming PC. So it's going to be a thing, but it's not that crazy.
Okay. All right. And I'm glad you said that. And I agree. I mean, pretty much when they said you can take out your GPU and put in another, that should have been the sign for everyone. That's a PC. It ain't no other way you
be using. See, this pissed me off because if this is real, they are stupid for using the term hot swapping. Because hot swapping means that while I'm using my system, I can just rip the GPU out. You know what happens if I rip the GPU out of my system right now?
It
my
freezes.
House is gone.
It's just gone. It's done. Yo, and I'm glad you said that, man, because they said hot swap your GPU. And as I'm looking at the GPU, I'm going, this is not even real, man. This is fake. It's no way you saying hot swap. And I'm looking at the GPU. You ain't hot swapping that. Okay, so, all right, but nonetheless, I'm glad you mentioned that. So, real thing, but it's just a PC. Now, let me ask, this KFC Gaming, have you heard of KFC Gaming before this?
I follow them on Twitter.
Ah, okay. I just started.
They've been here for a while.
They've been there for a while, yes. So as I went back and watched a lot of videos, it's a thing. It's for real. You know what I mean? And I seen it's actually pretty entertaining. I was like, wow, where have I been? Okay, so now you got another one. You got another one added to that group. I'm part of the KFC Gaming crew. Okay, I definitely watch it, man. So shout out to that. I'm glad you know about it. All right. So next thing, Dead Specimen. This Nintendo Giga Leak. What information do you know about this Giga Leak? Can you provide anything that I may not have said? Is there anything I left out?
So I actually have now just heard about this. The only thing I'm aware of was from what I presume the Giga Leak 7 was how Nintendo was spying on Yellow Zane's Smaya. That's fucking creepy. That seriously spooked me because I'm like, here's the thing. Etika warned us about this. Y'all remember the video Etika did where he was like, oh yeah, I got a friend who had Nintendo ninjas pull up in a black Suburban across the street from them and they talked to him for like an hour about some leak. We knew about this. We didn't heed the warning.
It's not, no lie, it is scary.
Etika pulled a me. He put out a conspiracy theory and look what happened.
It was real. It was so real. You're right. Just like you, yes. And when you go through this, I'm glad it came out because people are like, yo, Nintendo really got ninjas out here. This ain't no joke. They really do. They watching. They will be your friend. You know what I mean?
It makes me a bit freaked out to be as close to Alchemy as I am right now because I might be on the radar now.
Oh my goodness! Hey, you know what, man? I think we all
You're
on the radar.
radar
Hey, I'm just about to say that we all on the radar, man. But you know what? I've been on the radar. I can tell you that personally. Okay, when they took down my videos and it specifically said Nintendo, I knew I was on the radar. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I got to make sure I don't ever put out that I'm doing anything. So.
I'm probably screwed.
Yeah, hey.
On the relevant Giga Leak, though, it's... I was actually talking with Alchemy about this, and there's two things I want to mention. First off, it's not just the boot ROMs. There was some Pokemon stuff that got leaked.
Yep.
What is it with all these Pokemon leaks? I don't get why people care, but anyways.
I'm with you.
When it comes to the boot ROM leaks, I was talking about this in the chat a little bit, but the problem is you can't really do much with these in the real world because if you use these leaks to create something, it's like the dev menu. If you create something with the like how people were like, don't use NFTs, they're illegal. That's because there was a time where you could only make those with the dev menu, which is Nintendo's shit. If you make an exploit by taking a leaked source code dump, you can't release it. That's why what I was saying in the chat, what someone needs to do is they need to do back when RCM was brand new, where there was that random guy who put out the boot ROM bug for RCM, and he's like, I find it funny. Here's from. Yeah, Alchemy just said it right in the chat. Here's what's funny. Here's a little conspiracy theory I've had. Here's my actual conspiracy theory of the day. That I just got reminded of. So we know our boy Tom Diltz, right? Yep. R.I.P. Tom Diltz.
Yeah,
you
know? Peace, man. Damn. 2 million. Woo!
2 million. God damn. So I'm gonna scroll up in my DMs with one of my friends real quick because I sent him this and it's
and you're right, Tom Diltz was major, man. I actually spoke with Tom Diltz. I remember speaking with Tom Diltz for a while, and then when this hit, I sent a message to him. He got the automated message and he wrote me back personally. He was like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm going through it. So Tom Diltz, man, I feel like that was a personal hit. That was like my brother, you know what I mean? I seen it. Go ahead. No, you got it, man. I need to hear this.
So, this goes hand in hand with both Giga Leak 8 and with the little conspiracy theory I had. So, back before we knew exactly what this was, someone leaked the boot ROM bug, and they put it on Pastebin with this message: because hacking is easy, the Tegra X1 bug. A bunch of stuff actually describing the bug. And then at the bottom it says, 2, reswitch, fail overflow, switch brew, BBB, Big Blue Box, Team Executor, Team Salt. Remember, real hackers hack in silence. You all suck. Now, I'm going to stop there for a half second. So, with what's going on recently, they need to do this again with that leaked source code, because if they do that, who's to say how they found the bug? Did they find it with the leaked source code, or were they just really, really good and oh my God, I looked through my Switch's boot ROM and look what I found? That makes it a bit easier for the developers to make, if they find some crazy, like RCM2 for the Marco, there we go. Here's the conspiracy theory, though.
Okay.
Right below that, other than the hash for the boot ROM file, it says this. We've got, reminder, real hackers hack in silence. You all suck. Quote, game over.
Game over, my man. Game over.
I don't need to say anything else. Now, in the real world, come on, he's not that stupid.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do that.
Exactly.
But that's I really do. It's in quotes. Why did he quote it? What is that alluding to? I'm confused. I know he's not stupid enough. Is that actually him to put that in there? But I promise I can find the Pastebin again if I need to. That's...
Oh,
and as Andrew
man.
Mitchell said, the Arista boot ROM got leaked too, but I don't know if that's the newer boot ROM or the older one.
That's a good question.
It may or may not matter.
I didn't know about that too. And Andrea, appreciate that. I did mention it too. It was Mariko and Arista. Hashtag free Bowser from Alchemy Gaming. Gotta throw that in there. But you know what, man? And that is, I don't even think we gotta say the word. You definitely hinted to it with the quotations. And you're right. I don't think he'll be that dumb, okay, to just do it. But very funny. And then the big blue, you be watching, man. Dead Special. I don't know what you be doing, man. I think you watch Law and Order a little too much, man. Cause you see too much. Okay, we need to start putting you on some other shows because you're reading through it. And last time you was right, so I can't even say everything you say is just so far fetched.
I swear to God, if we get like a thing where it was like a torn freak article that's like Uber chips runner Tom Dills Jr. arrested for allegedly using a leaked Switch boot ROM to release bug, and it's like, holy shit.
You like, damn. And Tom Dills, and also he said refund Uber chips. Yeah.
Refund Uber chips, dear God. The customers did nothing. I will say this: the customers did nothing wrong. Refund Uber chips, please, God.
Yo, and that's so crazy, man. And I will say, Tom Dilts he's my man. So I'm going to just say, Tom Dilts, man, you let me know. If I need to do a campaign for you or something, man, I'll help you out.
Can we get Tom Dilts on the podcast? God damn.
Yo, Tom, holler at me, man. We do need Tom on there. So now I want to get, because the juicy stuff, I want to get to all the juicy stuff. I could say, you know what, that specimen, what the hell? You got any Christmas moments? I know you got a Christmas moment where you got a game or something that just made you like, yo, this is the best Christmas ever, Mom and Dad. Have you had any Christmas moments in relation to gaming?
Well, honestly, pretty much all of mine are. That's really all I ever asked for Christmas. So really every Christmas is one of those. I think if I had to really think back, though, it would probably be when I got my DSi, my first console ever.
Damn, yo. And I can tell you, classic. You definitely got you a nice one, too. First console ever, man. Oh, my goodness. Yo, so I want to ask you about, which we talked about Cyberpunk before. The investors suing them. Do you think these investors need to get their money back?
Project Red.
I know.
You guys are so fucking stupid. And I mean that as hard as I can, because they deserve this outright. Because you know what? Whatever with the PC version, it runs like shit, but it runs. Whatever with the Series X and PS5 version, I think those actually run fine. But they released a broken game, and they put out stuff, 2 of them, that said they were fine. They lied. They're stupid.
They literally said that. They literally said that, and from what I heard, they stated there are minor bugs that would not affect the major game experience, and also stated that players would not even notice. How do you don't notice a Michelob coming out of a woman's ass? Like, there's no way you can't tell me you don't notice that. Like, oh my goodness. So I'm with you on that. I'm definitely saying it's well deserved. Investors, they probably gonna just get their damn money back. But it still sold 13 million. So it's still a top selling game, which is crazy.
I mean,
you know, to each his own. That's what I say. Now, have you heard about this Me renderer website where you can create your own Me? Have you heard about that website?
I actually haven't. That's actually pretty cool.
I haven't either. I thought it was pretty cool, man. So I just, wanted
We're gonna
to
get
see.
cease and desisted by
Yeah,
next week,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
they definitely will, and now it's on my podcast. So I'm sorry, guys, but I just want, they can use it while it's up there. You know what I mean? The C&D is coming though, because Nintendo's watching me.
Can we get a hashtag started on Twitter canceling you for exposing them to the mainstream?
Hey, I'm gonna be part of the cancel culture. Oh gosh, no, I wish, man. I wish that it could stay up somehow. Maybe but that C&D.
You wish it could get canceled? All right, I'll get that started.
No, I wish that that website could remain stayed up, no problems, no issues, and everybody can create me's with no problem. And Nintendo just let it go. Okay, you gotta let one of them go. One battle, you gotta let go. And I think this is one.
Actually, now that I think about it, is it 1-to-1? Because if it's not 1-to-1, then maybe they have to take me out of the title, and I would recommend them doing that if they have it. I wasn't honestly paying attention that much when we were talking about it. I'm sorry. But if they take me out and they change it just slightly to where it's not, they're not just ripping assets, you could get basically the same experience as making a me and also have to be perfectly legal. So
nice. Okay.
I have no way of knowing who these people are, but I mean, hey, this is a cool thing that they could also make perfectly legal, and I would love if they did that if it's not already, because this actually would be something kind of fun to play with while I'm bored as shit in class.
Yo, and I seen it. Just imagine the people. If I had this in high school, it'd been over. I just look at a kid and I'll instantly have something printed up in about 5 minutes and have the whole class laughing at them. Like, this would have been terrible for me in high school. So I'm glad that I'm not in school with this, because the memes would have been crazy. I see Martinez, not only memes. Yo, the memes would have been crazy with this thing. I would have made everything. So nonetheless, I thought it was pretty cool. But yes, other people have mentioned that the C&D is coming. So, we just hope the best for them. Now, SX modchips. Do you think we're going to see them again? Do you think they're gone? Do you think your W is going to last forever? What's going on?
So, I was talking with Alchemy about this, and here's the conclusion that I've come to.
All right.
I think that SX modchips are probably dead. However, what I think is that we also got really lucky that they died when they did, because we have exploited that for their chip now, and we have open source. We already have an open source bootloader and all that kind of stuff. We have payloads that work on the Switch. Now we just need a piece of hardware. And we, literally all someone needs to do is just take the SX mod chip, literally copy and paste the different resistors, capacitors, get the same chip, and just copy and paste it. Throw the open source bootloader on and ship a copy Atmosphere with it or whatever, and we got really lucky because SX can die and it won't really affect the scene that much. And I was talking with Alchemy about this, and I said to him, he disagreed with me, and that's fair, but I basically was like, you guys kind of screwed yourselves almost, because he said that from a business perspective, what I'm about to say wouldn't make sense, and that's fair, but with that DRM that they were putting on those chips, thank God it got cracked, and thank God a random exploit came out that happened to work on the chip, because otherwise we might have just ended up with a dead scene. Chips don't work anymore. Some people got to use them. Other people are stuck dead in the water, and no one knows how to reverse engineer them, so no clones. So yeah, it sucks for their bottom line, and I said it before, I'm a capitalist, so I understand that sucks, but at the same time, with the way the scene's been going, it has kind of been going away from that, in the sense of it's become a lot more of this sort of open source, everything's free kind of way. And so, well, it's not really possible on Marco switches. This wasn't necessarily, this is one of the reasons people shit on them so much, was just monetizing it at all. And so, it was weird from the beginning, but it kind of worked. And now it's kind of a necessary thing. So, oops, and just hit my light. But now we're kind of in this situation where it's looking like it's not even going to matter because they can't sell chips in the first place. So
with the mod chips, do you think
also Alchemy? What I'm saying though is that yeah, you could use third-party payloads on your chip, but you if you're making a clone chip, you need a bootloader, and you guys had the shit. And clone makers are lazy, for better or for worse. So they either were going to use yours or they weren't going to use any.
That's true. I will totally agree with you on that. And that's the way a lot of these clone makers are. You're right. They pretty much, hey, if we could do it, we can copy your chip, we'll do it. If not, and it's not worth our time, they won't do it. It's not enough, not enough skin in the game, as they like to say. It's not worth our time. So, my man, Dead Specimen, as always, it's a pleasure having you on, my man. And for those who don't know, you want to holler at Dead Specimen in the Discord as well, okay? My man, you better prepare and get ready if you come at Dead Specimen, because my man is a wild mon, okay? He's wild, all right? But
I'm going to say some stupid shit.
You're going to say some stupid shit and just take it, okay? Just take it like that. Any last words you got to say before you're out, my dude?
Well, Alk said you don't need a third-party bootloader. I don't really know what that means. You need a bootloader of some sort, so I don't know. I mean, like I was saying, I'm not saying that they needed yours, but they were going to use yours, and there's no way around that. So the way that I see it is that having the DRM on there, you needed something. The chip needed to know what to do. You guys already programmed that, so they were going to take that.
Yeah. No, and I'm with you.
So,
no, you talking about, you know what? I'm curious of that. Now, Alchemy Gaming sound, and you're right. He said he disagreed with you. You admitted that, all right. But that's why we need you here. That's why.
Wait, so is it seriously? So Alchemy said just use the payload launcher. So is it all? So is all the chip is just it just glitches and then just injects a regular payload? I guess that's yeah. We'll talk about it in the Discord. I'll say some shit.
Hey, I'm definitely interested in that. So we'll find out. We'll find out sure enough. My man, Dead Specimen. As always, I'ma holla at you, man.
Catch you later.
Later, my dude. NickMoses05 PodCast. Who do I have on the line?
What's up, Nick? It's Joe. How are you doing?
Oh, OG Joe, a.k.a. G.I. Joe. My man holding down the channel. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I can't call it, but, I mean, you've been holding it down, Joe. You've been holding it down, man. I got to tell you that, okay? I'm just surprised because every time I turn around, I'm still growing. I still see Joe. If I'm not there, Joe's there, okay? So I got to...
Well, yeah, it's all good. I'm trying to get people to come to the Facebook page, and I'm telling people to come to the channel. I'm telling people get off of Facebook when you're going live to come on YouTube, so you get more revenue that way and more views and stuff.
Kill it. You know what, Joe? I'm just going to wind up after the live stream's done, I'm just going to drop them off of Facebook. And that way, when they want to rewatch it, come back to YouTube and I'll get it. I'll do it eventually, okay? But, Joe, I know you are in the scene. My man is on the front lines testing. So, Joe, we're going to go through the subjects. I want to get your intake on all of them. So I'm going to start with the post that you actually put on the page about the KFConsole. Joe, is this a real thing or is it a parody? What's going on?
I believe it's real. A lot of people have been talking about it. I saw it the day I posted it. I'm like, this is crazy. I'm saying I'm a chef and my dad's a chef, and I'm saying to myself, if some idiot uses this, they're gonna burn down the house, or little Timmy's gonna leave a piece of chicken in there for 4 months, and you're gonna have mice living in the computer. It's cool, but it's stupid. They would have been better off doing something like with a refrigerator, like doing like a Monster, or like a Red Bull computer or something where you have it on the side. But it's like that's going to create such a mess.
And you know what? I agree.
It's not cheap either.
It's not, because it's, first of all, how much is it going to be when you pay for all that? I mean, let's just talk about what it says has inside of it. So you're paying for, pretty much a PC. Then you got a chamber that you cook in. Are there going to be any liability slips? Am I going to have to sign anything? Because I think they would be smart to have some sort of liability slip to sign and say, hey, if you buy this console and you burn your damn house down, we're not responsible.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that. They probably thought about it, but they got probably so excited they didn't think about it. And I can imagine someone making a YouTube video, little Timmy burns down the house because, the KFC chicken maker got so hot, plus the GPU overheated at the same time.
Yo, it's so funny. And you know what, man? I was looking at the chicken on the page, and you know how it is with the commercials. They always make it look great. You know what I mean? They find the best piece of chicken to put on there. So it looks great. But you being a chef, you know how it goes. It's not as simple as just, hey, tell people to put the chicken in here. No, it always fails because you need a person to be there. Okay, you need a person to watch the chicken, and being a chef. So I'm glad that you mentioned somebody's going to burn down their house. I will take your word for that. Okay, being a chef you are. And by the way, Joe, man, glad to hear you a chef too. We don't have many guy chefs that I know. Okay, but man, that is definitely kudos to you, man. I might have to holler at you. We might have to have you send me some of that.
When me and my dad get our restaurant open up, I'm going to send you guys over like a nice gift basket and everything. We're almost getting there, but with the current situation, we got pushed back. So
okay, well, when you do, you don't even matter where you at. I promise, I will come there. I will come. You know what I mean? I have to come. Okay, we gotta go ahead and settle this. I have to come. So let me know when that happens. I will be there. Now,
definitely
the Giga Leak. Joe, what do you know about these Giga Leaks? I know there were 2 of them. I didn't go into the 7th Giga Leak too much. I just kind of covered the 8 with the boot ROMs in it. Is there anything I left out or anything that you know about this specifically that I left out?
The Giga Leak that Dead Specimen was talking about with the chips, that was unless you were talking about it, I don't know, so much information, so little time. It was the NVIDIA, the first one, for the Mariko. The version that got dumped was version 1.0, and the date that was manufactured for that boot ROM was November the 9th, 2016. That's the information on that dump. I heard, I could be wrong, I don't know, so I'll take my word for this, that in one of the dumps, what happened was that they found an emulator inside one of the games I think it was for Mario 64 or something like that. They were using an emulator on the Switch to make one of the games run better. I could be wrong on that.
Okay. No, and I'm not sure either, but that could make sense, and I can see that, especially with this leak. It's been so much. Like, I could have pages of articles with the amount of information.
60 gigabytes or bigger or something like that. It was a big archive.
Yeah, and that's just huge, man. And I definitely want to just read some of the comments that said, Andrea says, why does my chicken taste like Arctic Silver? Scotty Parker, imagine smelling that old greasy chicken after 5 years. Okay, I just got to meet you. And I'm glad Alchemy Gaming clarified Arista are the older versions, so the ones that you're typically using the jig and the RCM loader versus the Mariko where you're using the mod chips. I'm glad he clarified that. But no, and he said, Scotty Parker said, you're right, Joe. It was Super Mario 64 that was included in. So no, just had to go through some of those comments. So now.
Yeah, thank you, Scotty.
So I'm going to ask Joe, Christmas. We've all had these Christmas moments where we're just so happy. We're kids and we're getting these games. And do you have any Christmas moment to where, you received something in relation to gaming that made you go, damn, I love Christmas?
Oh, yes, I did. I forgot. I know I'm getting a lot of hate for this because we talk about Nintendo stuff a lot, but I forgot when the Nintendo Wii got released. I was asking for that for Christmas. Okay. And it's like, I opened up all my presents, I'm like, oh, I was hoping to get a Wii, and my dad's like, oh, we couldn't find one. We had a really, really hard time. We couldn't find one for anything. Then he's like, I'll be right back. And he's like, he gives me a gift. I'm like, what is this? Like, open it up. And it was a Wii. So I thought that was epic.
And
so I thought that was really cool.
That would have been epic, man. And that was at a time, I remember the Wii You couldn't find it anywhere, being sold out, and people were going crazy. Like, I can't. And it was actually the one system that sold great across all age groups, whereas other systems were selling, like, you got some that are like the 25 to 18, you got some that are older ages, but Nintendo Wii was like from little kids to grown adults. There was not anyone. My mom has not played a game since she played boxing, and that was Wii Boxing. Okay,
that was one of my favorite games. You know, great. I think that game was free.
Yeah,
it came with the system. I was playing that for hours in the bowling. That was a lot of fun. And I'm a hardcore gamer. I like, you know, violent games and shooting games. I'm like, this is really cool. Something different to play.
It was.
I spent so many hours playing that disc. Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy, John. Like I said, I'll never forget. My favorite memory is watching my uncle and another one of my uncles just going at it. So you're looking at 2 60-year-old guys punching at the air. Oh my God, great times. Okay, so Joe, we're gonna move on to a game you are familiar with. You probably spent a little more time in it, but CD Projekt Cyberpunk 2077. Now, investors are right now saying we want our damn money back. Okay, you're lying. You told us that this game is great and the bugs are minor, but honestly the bugs are major, and you lied about everything. Do you think investors should move forward with a class action lawsuit, or do you think this one investor lawsuit is enough?
Everybody's in the wrong in this, because what they should have done was everyone. Maybe they did this, maybe they didn't. They should have sat down with everybody, the head investor, the head developer, and say, hey, look, this is a big game. It's going to take us, you know, a really, really long time to make. You can't rush this, otherwise it's going to be broken, and we're going to give refunds. I mean, you know, I'm not a tech giant making billions of dollars, you know, driving, you know, all these nice cars and everything. And it's just common sense. If you sell a broken product and try to hide it, they're going to know about it. They're going to know it's broken. You know, like, you know, showing the, you know, Cyberpunk running flawlessly, you know, with no faces disappearing and, you know, no one sinking in the ground for the demo. It's crazy. I'm seeing, like, there's people on YouTube that are making YouTube videos just for Cyberpunk glitching. They're not even showing gameplay. It's just, I see more glitches for Cyberpunk gaming than I actually see gameplay online. It's horrible and crazy.
Yo, and Joe, you are preaching. When I go look up Cyberpunk, it is nothing but glitch montages. And when you look at them, you go, man, it's enough material to make. There's been channels who started on montages for glitches, and they're like, montage 1, montage 2, and it just keeps going. And as you think you've seen it all, there's always another glitch. You know what I mean?
I've never seen any type of glitches in a game like that in my entire life. I've seen some really weird, crazy, stupid glitches, but these glitches, like, you can't make this stuff up. You know, it's like the voodoo car in Grand Theft Auto when it flies in the air, except this won't go on the ground. It's so stupid.
It is, man. And you know what? I've played a little bit of it. I have it, and now I'm going to give it more time. So, you know, with Dead Specimen being the U.S. representative of Codex, you know, I mean, I've definitely been able to try it.
Also, speaking of that, if you guys need an update patch, go on the Nick Moses Facebook page. I have the latest version of 1.06 with instructions in case you don't know how to install it. You have to install it in order. You have to be on the base version 1.03, then go to 04, then go to 05, then go to 06. Here's the deal. Those damn patches took over an hour to install. That's how horrible this game is. It has nothing to do with any cracking. It's with how much shit it has to replace in the game. It's like they need a patch for the game, for a patch. I mean, this is so bad.
And you're right. And Joe, that's actually how I got it. I did follow your tutorial. Worked great for me. So everybody, I agree, go to the Facebook page and definitely follow that. It worked for me, worked great, but you have to follow those steps. All right. So now that we got out the way, I want to speak about, Joe, have you heard about this Me Renderer website where you're able to create your own Me? Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I've never heard of it, never even saw it until you brought it up. That's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, and I never thought of it either. So I'm glad that I'm trying to bring light to it. And, you know, I hope me bringing light to it always, you know, brings Nintendo light. Okay, so I hope the C&D doesn't come. But it is a wonderful website. you know, and it does look nice. It does allow you to be able to customize your me character. You can be able to implement it. You could actually take your old me's and import it and then make changes to it. But I thought that was pretty cool, man. So I just had to mention. I had to ask if you know about it because it's a lot of people I've spoken with who had no idea about it.
Yeah, that's brand new to me. I've never even seen that before. I mean, it's really cool. It's like a generator. You know, you make your own character and stuff and do whatever you want with it. That's pretty cool.
It is. Now, the big one, Joe, that everybody's probably wanting you to talk about. No more SX mod chips. Team Executor's gonna be dead, and the mod chips are just, you know, they're no more being produced, or we're done. Where do you think we're going in this scene with the mod chips, and specifically with users not being able to find the SX mod chips? Do you think we'll see them again, or do you think we'll move on past it and it'll be something else?
I think we'll see the mod chips again. Here's the deal. I don't know where their factory is or wherever. It's in Hulong, Limited Law, China. It probably got raided. They probably paid off one of the people that were working there and say, hey, you know, our factory's underneath, you know, the bootleg Nike factory. That's where the chips are being installed.
Pretty much.
I think they're going to move out of China and maybe go to Europe or go somewhere else. You know, because there's payoffs. Like I posted on your page back, I don't know the whole story. I forget what it was. Back in 2013 with the Nintendo DS hacking or whatever it was. I forget what it was. They're going after this guy. They're, you know, Nintendo ninjas. You know, they're hiring people. They got inside people. They got people following this guy from the cafe and all this other stuff. If they were that hardcore on that little handheld back in the day, they're super hardcore on this because this thing cost, you know, I think 2 times the money than the other system did. They got Nintendo ninjas. They're looking for Switch people. I'm sorry, for SXOS. They don't care about Atmosphere because, you know, it's free. And the same thing with the signature patches. They don't care about it.
No,
you know, it's free. They can't do anything about it.
I'm with you on that. I have to agree with you on that.
You know.
Now, Joe, you posted something on my page, and I know you probably know more about it, and maybe you can educate all of us. But this is in relation to something with the DMCA. Okay. You mentioned that a bill was passed about it, and it was something like 5,200 pages, but it had something to do with the DMCA. Could you kind of explain a little bit? Are we dealing with more strict laws on the DMCA, or what seems to be going on with that?
Yeah, it broke my heart when I read that because what they're going to do is part of what I don't want to get political because, you know, this is not a political channel. This is gaming and hacking only. Part of that, I think the stimulus bill or whatever, you know, that big stimulus bill, it was 5,200 and something pages. This was in there. Somebody found it and, you know, released the information, and they're saying they're going to go after everybody. For instance, you know, I know some YouTubers, you know, stream a little bit of copyrighted material, but they're not showing any, they're showing visuals, but they're not showing any audio. If somebody else finds out about that, they can get hit with the DMCA. For instance, you know, a lot of people are doing reviews of the new Wonder Woman movie. They're not showing any movie, you know, whole movie clips. They're just showing bits and pieces, you know, JPEGs and all the other stuff. They could get DMCA'd for that. You're going to take somebody to jail for it. It's craziness. Also, if you download something, they want to give people 10 years in jail. So you're going to pay, you know, for all this time in jail and having the guy stored there, literally like a piece of furniture in there for 10 years for downloading a movie or downloading a game. So you're going to pay all these fees for actually having the person live in jail. Oh, what do you come to the, you know, the big house where, oh, I downloaded the Super Mario game. Oh, whoa, stay away from him. Stay away from him.
Yeah, that guy gets his own bunk. You know what I mean? That guy, oh, gosh, I don't want to mess with him. He downloaded that Mario movie. Oh, God. No, Joe, and I'm glad that you mentioned that because the laws on that are ridiculous. And you did mention everybody get your VPNs ready. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. If you don't have a VPN, you need to look into it. There are some free VPNs. I know myself, I use VPN Unlimited. I bought a lifetime membership, okay? And some people do the same, whether you pay monthly, lifetime. I agree with Joe. Use a VPN, just be safe. Stop getting those emails from Comcast, Xfinity saying, hey, you downloaded your favorite movie, you know?
It's horrible. What happened was, I forget the politician's name, the politician that was starting this, you know, this this crackdown, right? And it shows all these big companies donating money. This is the kicker. It says Sony, Pictures Association. They donated $2,000. Like, you donated $2,000 to this guy. $2,000 is not a lot of money. That's like, peanuts for them. It's like, and all these other people that are donating money, it's all this stuff. Think about what's going to cause, Twitch is going to, I don't go on Twitch or Discord, but I need to go on Discord though. Twitch people are going to get their asses kicked, and the same thing with Facebook, and this affects everybody that has to deal with content.
It does.
It's a big deal. Play 3 seconds. What happens if you're doing a live stream, right? Like you do live streams, for that Call of Duty game. I forget what it's called. And some type of audio goes off, and an officer says something or whatever. You can't press the pause button that quickly. It's a live game. Radio stations playing in Grand Theft Auto. I mean, come on, this is stupid.
It is, Joe. And I would say Andrea Mitchell even said they are trying to sneak in legislation in the COVID stimulus to make streaming illegal. And
yes, totally 100% right on that.
And streaming is a big thing now. And we all have seen where you get these, pay-per-views or something, and you go to a website and it's like, oh, I can watch the UFC pay-per-view. I just have to click, through 1,000 ads, but hey, somebody's streaming it. So there is possibility that these people who are streaming this can face actual criminal penalties. Now for doing
they want to do it like you're selling drugs, like like a hardcore, like a felony, almost. Like he's showing Super Mario footage. Well, that's to get Mario in here, let Bowser go. He's showing gameplay. We can't have this. This craziness.
It is craziness, I would definitely say. And just thinking about someone, just think the guy here's locked up next to you. He's like, hey, I'm streaming. What are you in for? And other guy's like, oh, I beat up 3 people who had no reason. I just went up to him and started punching them. And he's locked up next to the guy who streamed a UFC match. And oh my gosh, that is just terrible to even think of, man. And Joe, I'm glad you posted that. That needs to be, I'm actually probably going to share that out. Because I don't think people understand how big that is, especially with
This happened about 15 years ago, I believe. Not the same type of formula, but something this hardcore, and it got thrown out in court. Something like this, like with YouTube and the copyright protection and all this other stuff. They should make a default fair use. 15 seconds of whatever, that's it. I mean, here's the deal. Back in 2000, it was really hard to get everything. Now, I can get anything in a matter of seconds. I have ripping tools. I have everything on my computer to get whatever I want. It is now even easier, and I can even get it through YouTube and have it high quality, and add my own metadata to make everything look legit.
That's true.
It's so easy now.
It is, and I will agree. You're right. At the click of a finger. I mean, just the other day, I was playing Among Us with the family, and I was like, you know what? Is there any hacks? And I go to Google, and I say Among Us mod APK, and I got it. It's just like everything you possibly could want now. You're right. It's at the click of a button, but now we're going to start being held liable. Hey, you click this and download this. You're liable.
The internet people, like for Comcast, they're actually, encouraging it. Oh, you could download 500 megabytes a second. If, grandma and grandpa have 500 megabytes a second, they're not going to use that high speed.
They're not.
You need that for downloading media. That's all you'd use it for. You could use unlimited storage space. You could download unlimited from us. Yeah, but you're giving us the tools and telling us don't do it.
Yo, and that's the best way to say it, Joe. Andrea Mitchell said they busted up some old ladies at a flea market in Florida for selling fire sticks with side-loaded APKs. So
yeah, that's messed up.
That's kind of where it seems like it's going. I'm hoping it's not going there. I know I've heard of China's laws on piracy and how they've become more strict on piracy and those things, because piracy's just way worse. We think it's bad here, but I hear there it's 10 times worse. Okay, so
definitely. You have the legit factories running in the daytime. The actual legit factories, let's say Nike shoes, for instance, because that's very popular over there. Yep. Legit factories run during the daytime, and at nighttime, the guy that owns the factory pays off people, that's like, hey, you want to come work in my factory and make, Nike shoes? Yeah. So he's making double the money. And these big companies already know about it. And here's the deal. They don't want their products made in the USA because they don't want to pay $15, $10 an hour for minimum wage. They want to pay slave labor. So they get what they deserve. They get what they deserve.
You preaching right now, Joe. Now, Joe, before I let you go, my dude, any last words you have to say to the people?
Yes, one quick thing. One of the problems that I've encountered, not myself, but from a fellow Switch user in Atmosphere in the latest build, Immortal Phoenix, when you launch the game, sometimes it's either a pink or it's a yellow screen, but the game still runs. So I just wanted to see if anybody has that problem.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'll let you know if I'm coming to it because I want to try Immortal Phoenix. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it tonight. So I'll see if I run into it and let you know. But OG Joe, G.I. Joe, my man, my brother, as always, I'm going to be talking with you later, my dude.
Okay, you have a nice night and happy holidays to you and Chelsea.
Man, you too as well, man. Enjoy. NickMoses05 PodCast. Who do I got on the line?
Holla at your boy.
Oh! If they don't know, it's my man Becoming Undone. Shall I say anything else? How you doing today, my man?
It is a wonderful Sunday. I've been waiting all week because I've seen all the leaks and all the freaks coming out of woodwork.
Oh, I love it, my man. So we're going to start with the KFConsole. Let me ask you, Becoming Undone, is this a real thing? Are they playing with us or what's going on?
Well, I'm going to say it's real on two things because it's really finger looking good because you go get you an air fryer or something like that in the making there for your chicken and your fries and whatever else. Because that's the only concept I can make out of it. It's got to be part air fryer, and it's got to be part, I guess, miniature computer to have some sort of gaming computer in that thing. Because it can't be a file version 3. I mean, it's got to be something decent for them to want to stick their name out there like that. So
now,
got an air fryer and a game system.
Let me say, and you're right with the air fryer. I will agree with you totally on the air fryer. Do you think that there is any grease in that thing at all? Do you think it's a little compartment where you just fill up a little Crisco in there, or what do you think? Or you think it's a straight air fryer?
I think it's the air fryer. I mean, I don't see where they can do both things because they got to have a little tiny bit of smarts. I mean, the Colonel, he's been in business for a while, so he got to have a little bit of smarts. I mean, he got to have this food be finger licking good and stuff. So, he ain't gonna have no grease messing up the computer components. I mean, they got thermal paste and all that. A little bit of paste leak on your food, that's okay, But no, they're not gonna have the grease mucking up the computer parts, man.
Ooh, and I will say Colonel has been around a while. Okay, so I'm with you. I don't think the Colonel will do us like that. I think the Colonel, at least, he probably got all that under wraps, okay? He know we going to have some greasy fingers. They'll come up with something for that. But, no, I'm glad to hear. Everybody seems consistent. It seems to be a real thing. It doesn't seem to be like a hoax. KFC Gaming has been out for a while, so glad to hear that. Now, I want to say, I needed to get you on this. This GigaLeak, man, every time you turn around, it's a new GigaLeak. They just dumping more data. Bam, bam, bam. And this one seems to get boot ROMs for the Arista and the Mariko model. So you got the old and the new boot ROMs being released to the public. Like, here you go. Do you think we're going to see something come from this?
Well, I mean, I'm going to see it on two fronts. You go see those people with the, the day ones that they ain't did jack smack to them. They go see some cold boots, is what I think. Honestly, I mean, what are our systems where we've updated will benefit much from it? I mean, unless we decide to actually downgrade back to 1.00 and be able to go from there and cold boot. I mean, there's been a lot of changes, you know, to that file since then with SX and Atmosphere. To me, the most beneficial are going to be the day ones that have not did jack smack with it and are going to be able to cold boot. You know, that's what I think.
And you know what? That is my dream come true, to be able to have Nintendo Switch cold boot just like my Wii. Oh gosh, you just brought me to dreamland. I appreciate that, because that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping from this we can just get the best of the best. We can cut on our systems. I don't need that RCM. I don't need no payload line. I don't need none of that. I just cut my system on. Bam! I'm into what I need to do. So I'm hoping that is what we get from it. And I'm hearing some people say that. Okay, so I think you spot on with that one. Now, my man, I know me and you both, you know, being older, we've had to, you know, when it comes to money, you don't just got bazillion dollars to buy bazillion games. I can't buy all the emotes and skins for Fortnite, okay? Because I'd rather spend my money on something useful. I'd rather buy some clothes, you know, actual clothes that fit on my body, okay? Not the virtual guy, all right? So I want to ask you, is there any Christmas moments, whether it be for you, your kids, or any Christmas moments that stick in your mind as memorable and you like, yo, this is a damn good Christmas?
Well, I had to say, there's been a couple. I'm not going to take up a bunch of time with it, but like in my life growing up when I was littler, I enjoyed like getting the video games that I really asked for. And I know, like, you know, a lot of times nowadays, there may be some kids that really don't, you know, appreciate it. I'm not saying all of them, but there are some, because I've seen it in my own family. But I really appreciate it because I knew where my mom and dad were coming from, because, you know, the game prices have not changed much in the years. But I really appreciate getting the actual Nintendo games I asked for, you know, or maybe getting the money to be able to go buy it. That's the things I've grown up, you know, enjoyed, you know, getting. And maybe getting a football or a basketball for Christmas, not necessarily gaming stuff, you know, stuff like that to be able to get out with. As far as like providing for my family and all and getting them, like my girls, most of them aren't gamers. My oldest one is. So like I was able to get her like last year. It might have been around Christmas time. I can't remember, Red Dead Redemption or one of those games. And she really enjoyed it. The other ones, they got their phones, so they enjoy, you know, mobile gaming and stuff like that. So that's been like my Christmas experiences.
Nah, and that's the same way for me, man. Even this year, you know, one of the things my son, which is, I feel bad. I just got to put this out there for everybody to know. My son, you know, I got him NBA 2K21. You know, he loves basketball. He loves football. Sports guy, okay? Love it. But I got Cold War. And what does my son do? He plays my Cold War. And now he's like, Dad, I want Cold War. So it's one of those where I'm like, oh, you know, you're happy as he opened it up. Then as he started playing, he's like, damn, I love Cold War, Dad. Can I get that? So that's a whole nother ballpark. You know, we could talk about that another day. But nonetheless, I want to get to you about, which we talked about, Cyberpunk 2077, okay? That massacre, that mess of a bug-ridden game. Still a great game. But just so many bugs. We got investors right now saying, I want my damn money back. Do you think these investors are just in getting their money back, or do you think, hey, slow down. We still sold 13 million. All right, what you think?
No, they don't get no money back. No. Do not. Here's the deal with investment. You're investing in the hopes of making a profit. Now, they are making a profit. Now, they can bullshit their way through the whole thing and say, hey, oh, I was expecting to make $1,000, I only made $100. Well, you know what? You are shit out of luck, brother, because there's a lot of things we invest in our lives. And you know what? I'm investing my 8 to 5 to try to make a profit, you know, if I have a job. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have one right now, so I'm pushing that out the door. Just a little sidetrack right there. But people that are working are investing their time to make a profit so they can pay their bills. Listen, you may have put $100,000 in there as an investor, and you're hoping to make $200,000. Well, you know what? That was an investment that was a gamble that this was going to go there on the name of that company. If you wanted to totally foolproof your stuff, you should have got insurance like these NFL players and these college players and insure that shit and make sure that's the deal. Because you know what? I think they throw that shit out the courts if I was a lawyer, judge or whatever, and tell them, you know what? Hey, you know what? You might as well kiss your shit goodbye, because an investment is like a gamble. You putting it on a roulette table and you hoping you gonna make something out of it. Throw that shit out there and put that shit right down the toilet and flush it down there, because you know what? An investment is exactly what it is. It's an investment to hope that you're gonna make money. People flip houses every day. They put money in this and that and hoping they're gonna make what they want to make, but it may not necessarily be what they want.
Man, you keep it spicy. And I like how you put that, because you are right. There's many things that people invest in. Now, sometimes you invest and you get all the information right up front. So you know, okay, this is a solid investment. But it is an investment in hopes of. So if it's in hopes of, that means you may not get the result. There's many people, like you said, flip houses. You know, they put an investment, they pay so much in repairs, and the next thing you know, they actually lose out when they sell it. But they learn, and they say, well, you know what? The next house I buy that's a fixer-upper, I'll make sure to not pay this much so I can at least get some reward out of it. So I agree with you. No, I'm with you on that. I actually think the investor, now, they're saying that, you know, they were lied to, but I'm going to be honest. They did choose to invest the money up front. And if you don't like the investment, then say, hey, I want my money back. Before the game even comes out, just, hey, I don't even like my investment. No, I'll just get my money back. You know, but they didn't do that. They waited till the game released. They waited till everybody crapped on it to say, oh, no, I want my money back. This is a crappy game. Now, what if everybody didn't crap on it? What if it just didn't sell? Then what would you do? You would still be losing on your investment. So no, you preaching right now. So I got to give you that. Okay. So this Me Renderer website, it's a website where you can create your own Me characters for Nintendo Wii. Becoming Undone. Have you ever heard of this website before?
Yeah, I've heard of it. It had been a while back, and when you mentioned it, it brought it back to my memory, and I actually had not done nothing with it.
Okay.
So it had been a while back. I mean, it was some. I think when I actually had the Wii, and they talked about the Mii's on there, and you could do your simple little thing. I'd research and try to see, because I'd hacked the Wii with the Wii bomb and all that crap. And my daughter's like, oh, I want to do something different. There's only so many girl things and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, let me see what I can do, And I'd actually researched a little bit and hadn't done much with it. But that was about the bulk of what I really, did with it, just kind of researched it, looked at it once, and that was about it, really not much of nothing.
Yeah, and that was kind of the same thing with me. I just looked at it today. And really went in depth with clicking different things, changing it, moving it, and seeing. I'm like, yo, this is actually pretty cool, man. And, if I would have had this in school, it would have been over, because as soon as I would have had to talk about somebody, I would have just created a Me character, and it would have been the whole year. They would have had a meme every day. It would have had this character in there, and it'd been a meme. So I think that is pretty cool. But you're right. It is something that's been out for years, from what I heard. I think Andrea Mitchell even mentioned it's been like 6 years. That website has been out for a long time, but it recently got upgraded. So you're right. It is an old thing of the past, but I'm glad that I'm able to shed some light on it today. So now we gonna get to the juicy, what everybody want to know about. Why ain't there no damn SX mod chips no more? Becoming Undone. What's going on?
Well, there are, but they are few and far between. I mean, the production is down, and it's hard to get a hold of them. I mean, it's kind of like your situation with the Xboxes and the PlayStations. I mean, they have so many, and some people are kind of hoarding them because they're wanting to do, work here and there. And it's the main thing is you got some, like you say, Alibaba Express, this and that, where you can get a few genuine, and then you can get the the generics or the fakes and stuff like that. And so with having that situation, and you got Nintendo, of course, spying and jumping on everybody that they can see that has a shop, and C&Ds and Ninja spying, and ain't no telling what else kind of crap they're doing. Who knows what they're doing? I mean, Nintendo to me is starting to get like, I don't know, kind of like a Wolverine with its self back in the corner. I mean, they're getting kind of like really insane. That song, "Insane in the Membrane." I mean, Cypress Hill throwback. I mean, they really are doing some like crazy stuff, and this is stuff I would have been surprised to see at the beginning. I mean, in all actuality, I would have thought I would have seen this at the beginning. But going back to the chips, man, it's just, I think people are really being a lot more cautious. Number one, I think there's, an okay amount out there, but, being that everybody's seeing what Nintendo's actually doing, as others have said before, G.I. Joe, Dead Specimen, the man that's rising from the dead every time we turn around and getting on here with his conspiracy theory. I don't know how we call him dead. We go call him re-risen soon.
Yeah,
but,
I agree.
I mean, it's just the state, I guess the state of the whole modern situation, everything that's going on. There's really no way other to say it. Just a lot of caution, a lot of precaution, and trying to see where Nintendo's going to go. I mean, because they're kind of in a weird situation right now. It's hard to see. I mean, we're seeing all these Giga leaks and stuff, like you're saying. We're seeing just anybody and everybody kind of being like targeted, and I think what really freaks people out is the story about the hacker that I guess was maybe volunteered to help, being followed like he was somebody in a TV show or something like that. I mean, just 24/7, no privacy and this and that. I mean, that's some pretty wicked crap right there. So,
yo, it is crazy to me. Like, our government has sent spies to other countries before to get intel. Nintendo got spies. So Nintendo is really got ninjas out here getting intel. And I'm not going to lie, that is a little scary. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, okay, Mario come to my house and we chit-chat for a bit. Mario ain't coming by for a while now. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, Mario might have been getting some intel. That's probably what he was doing. Okay, so I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of people don't understand how fucking crazy that is. Like a gaming company hiring people to follow other people. Hey, and imagine you just like, hey, you're sitting across the street in a black SUV and you're like, there he goes, he's walking in. Okay, let's cut on our internet. Let's hear it. And this is a hacker. Like, oh my God, I'm not going to lie to you, that's deep. So Dead Specimen, last thing, and I know you probably, I want to hear your intake on this, okay? There was, I think it was Duncan Hunter, okay, Republican in California, who was pardoned by Donald Trump, and he spent, and the reason he was getting locked up, I believe it was 11 years, okay, because he was illegally using campaign funds. But one of the things he used campaign funds on was for $1,302 on Steam games. Do you think that he's just bugging? He's crazy? Or do you think that, hey, I understand, man, it's Steam games. You can spend $1,300, no problem. What's going on?
I think as any good politician, he was definitely squandering American people's money.
Talk to him.
And then number two, as any good I'm probably gonna get smashed for this.
I need to hear it now. I won't.
But as any good Republican, he was stimulating the economy by helping those good people at Steam keep their jobs. And as you know, that was sarcastically spoken. Because ain't none of them politicians looking out for nobody but themselves. But listen, hey, I got mad respect for a man that's going to stimulate the economy with them funds that was stolen by people. So, hey.
I needed that, man.
I think he's a gamer true and true. If he runs for president, I'm going to vote for him. We're going to remember that name Duncan. Because when he gets in there for president, we're going to vote for Dunkin' Donuts, the Steam gamer. And listen, he'll unite everybody.
The Steam, and you know what? No lie, I will remember that name for real, and he will be the Steam gamer. One thing I'm gonna say is like, I know that guy plays Steam games, so I can relate. I could actually feel like me and that guy got something in common now. You know? Oh my God, yo, you killed it today, man. Becoming undone. Any last words you gotta say to people before you out, my dude?
Hey, I got to copyright it. Hey, y'all send my man Cash Money Nick your food stamps, your welfare check, your lunch money, and hey, listen, stimulus coming up. So listen, y'all don't just send that $600 because we go get either $1,200 or $2,000. So listen, if you get the $2,000, y'all tithe it like in the Bible, and y'all send them $200, my brother.
My man.
Word.
My dog. Yo, my man, as always, becoming undone. You know I'm going to holler at you, my dude.
All right, later.
Later, my dude. And yo, I got to hold up. We got one more. Oh, man. Yo, I got another call. I know I got a couple more calls. I got to end it. I got to end this live stream. I got my phone blowing up. I got people calling me nonstop. So everybody who's calling in, I see 3 people. One of them is Kyle. Kyle, I see you, my man. Kyle has been my young OG, holding down the webpage, everything. I got to shout you out because, Kyle, I was supposed to end this stream a long time ago. I got family back there waiting in town and everything. So, everybody, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Today, I got to leave. Kyle, you need to call in first. Kyle, as a matter of fact, I'm getting you first dibs, Kyle. I'm telling you when I'm going live beforehand. And I'm getting you on first, Kyle, just to make up for it. Because Kyle's my dog, and I feel bad, okay? So, everybody, I appreciate you guys tuning in, sharing the content, liking the content. Without you guys, there is no me. Shout out to everybody called in. Joe, Dead Specimen, Becoming Undone, Alchemy Gaming in the chat. Another thing I'm going to say again, if you have an Arista Switch, we're having a lot of problems where everybody's getting their fuses blown. They cannot boot their systems anymore. Please go to my Discord. It is in the description. There is a link to take you to the Team Executor Discord. Go ahead and go there and ask any questions because I want to make sure that everybody's working okay. I don't want anybody's Nintendo Switches breaking or messing up where they can't start it anymore. They're in voice chat. I see Alchemy Gaming. Come to the voice chat, okay? So come to the voice chat as soon as we're done. Alchemy Gaming, help you there. I got a lot of great people there. So, guys, I love you guys. I seriously mean that from the bottom of my damn heart. Without you guys, there is no me. Until next time,